is starting, and oh, it says we're live.
Okay, can you send me a link?
Maybe.
I know you said maybe, but it kind of sounded like you said baby.
I said maybe, I promise.
I know. Okay, so yeah, we are live.
So,
hi, everyone. I'm Magikarp Go Splash.
Oh my gosh, I hear the delay. Okay, hold on.
It's typically, you're supposed to typically introduce yourself, girl. We're live.
I'm sorry, I just said, hi, I'm Chi. This is my channel. I don't know what I'm doing. This is life. This is my cat. His name is Simba. He likes to jump up on here and hang out.
Okay, now send me a YouTube link. The YouTube link through Twitter, because it just showed a blank link.
Did it?
Yeah.
All right, let me try again. Paste. Send. There it goes.
Test my patience.
So.
Computer, not you. The computer is testing everything I have today. I nearly threw it through the wall earlier.
Moderators. So I need to paste new moderators. I feel so lame. I don't know what I'm doing. I think I need to paste your URL.
Yeah.
Okay, so I need to go to basically your channel?
Yeah. It's okay. Calm down.
I'm fine. I just don't know. Okay. So I got that. Subscriptions. Are you telling me this channel is not following you? Oh my goodness. No, it is. Okay, cool. Click. And then I guess this is, okay, so copy. Paste. There. Save. Okay.
Don't worry, I'm coming in. Don't worry. All right. I'm in the YouTube chat. And I'm about ready to start. If you are?
Yeah, I think so. I'm just moving some stuff around.
Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Before we started on you now. Yeah, I'm moderator now. We're all golden. We're gold to go.
Yes, cool, awesome.
Okay, now
Yay.
I'm gonna send this to my buddy Nathan real fast.
All right, sounds good.
And
hey.
do you want me to let him know if he wants he can join?
Yeah, go for it.
All right. And I do have the Twitter link for if Joy, Rob, anyone that wants to join.
Yeah, feel free to like add whoever wants to join to your discretion because I don't know. But hey, fan, kitty. Yep, there's a kitty cat. There's several. There's two. There's two kitty cats. But yeah, I'm pretty sure Joy is on her own stream right now.
Yeah.
So I doubt.
I'm just saying if she decides to join on the off chance she sees.
Yeah.
Okay, and I tweeted it out. All right, and we are good to go. Hey, Thane. If you want to, Thane would like to join if that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, Thane, I'll send you the thing through Twitter.
I'm just cold in my room, so I'm gonna put some.
All right.
Blanket.
And if you ever need my help, girl, just don't be afraid to ask me.
Okay, I'll try my best.
If you want to do these live stream things, you're more than welcome. I'm more than happy to come join you. It's fine. All right, let's see. I'm looking for. There he is. All right, I sent him the link. Aiden, if you look in your chat, I sent you the link to the Google Hangouts, so you can come on in. All right, so let's go ahead and start over from the beginning where we left off on YouNow, because we both had good points, but we both kept
glitching out.
Yeah, because YouNow is a piece of fucking shit when you guess with friends. But when I do it by myself, I have no problems under the setting sun. But now we're just moving into personal hate. Anyways.
Yeah, I had that problem. So, hey, Aiden.
Hello. Aiden. And before you even start, that this isn't this doesn't count as a day off. You're kind of right. I'm now moderating.
I'm sorry. I need moderators.
It's not your fault. Hey, bro. Now I can make you a moderator whenever. I figured out what the problem was with my computer. I had the wrong fucking link to turn you into a moderator whenever I live stream.
What, on YouTube?
Yeah.
Don't forget, you need to constantly re-up it unless they change that.
No, you can leave it instated.
That's just
we'll talk our channels later. This isn't our channel.
Yeah.
I want to like move my webcam. I've got the thing. I might have to go heavy duty on this, guys.
Well, do what you got to do, girl.
I just don't like this angle. It's not a good angle.
Hello, welcome. Hey, Nathan. Hey, buddy, did you come here for the discussion where we left off? Because we're going to start over. Or did you come here for the kitties?
I'm here, hi. I can display the kitty cats if you would so please to enjoy.
All right, so let's go ahead and start over in the conversation while you're still setting up a little.
Mm-hmm.
Next time, we promise this will be fully baked. This is our first time ever doing an event like this.
I am the most awkward of all the awkward human beings. Therefore, I am not good at this.
It takes some getting used to.
My first couple of videos that I ever made for YouTube, girl, I deleted like after a heartbeat because like, oh my god, I was awkward. Oh my god, I didn't talk much. Oh my god, I talked too much.
I need like a desk thing.
All right, so let's go ahead and start. Let's start over because Aiden didn't get to hear all the chat.
Okay. So basically, the thing that we were talking about was the whole situation between Mr. Rupsion, Joy Sparkle BS, and Mike and Actor. With side guest appearance from Gabe the Pony / Caramel Corn Panda.
Before we continue, this is not a hate towards anyone in general. This is just a discussion. We need to say that because the internet is a malicious, evil place.
Well, even if we do say that, people can still take us out of context. So
people are still going to, but it's best to have that said just in case.
Cover our bases. See, I need this to be like here-ish, but I don't have a stand here-ish.
All right, so everything started.
It's too short.
What's wrong, Aiden?
It just sucks whenever you're trying to get your camera going. Set just right, and it doesn't want to.
Okay.
I'm sideways.
Okay.
I should have seen the stream earlier. At one point, Magic was going all kinds of.
Okay, let's not bring in my mystical powers to flip upside down on the right side left. Go to hell, Aiden. Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's go ahead and get started. If you want, you can. I'll send you a link to the YouTube page. So the YouTube video. Oh, you already have that. You can send that. You can tweet that out if you want. And if MJ wants to come on and chat with us, yes, you can let her know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can we also link my Twitter on there? Because I have like 3 followers and one of them is a spam account.
You want me to drop your Twitter in the messages? I mean, in the chat? Because I can do that. Yes?
Yes, please.
No problem.
Do I
Next
look
time.
okay? I feel like I'm too close to the camera. Oh my gosh. This is why I don't like making videos, because then I have to stare at myself. Ugh.
Okay.
I'd say it's just right.
Let's take down the angsty level, Sonny. Okay, let's get started. This all started what? August 8th?
I mean, if we want to be like super specific, we could actually say that this thing started back a long time ago when Mr. Epsilon started. But yeah,
No,
I don't know how long.
That felt like we were just taking a shot at Epsilon for the hell of it. But I'm talking let's start with Mike and Gabe, the Caramel Panda Bear. This all started August 8th.
Mm-hmm. The video, I believe, is no longer up there anymore.
No, he removed it himself because he started getting hate after a video. He removed 2 videos the following day before the day was over. One saying that you have the right to watch. You have the right to take anything of my videos and use them in any context you want.
Oh, you're talking about the panda dude.
I'm talking about Gabe the Pony, yes. This is where I'm starting.
Yes, him. Okay. No, I was talking about Mike and Actor, the video that was up because Joy did a re-upload, didn't she?
No. No, it was all Mike in the beginning because Joy was on break.
No, I know that. But like that video, the original video, I think is no longer on because I couldn't find it.
No, but it's the internet. People have already downloaded it. Both got struck down.
Oh, it was right.
Thank you very much, Nathan. Nathan, if you want to come on and chat with us about this whole thing, I can DM you the Google Hangouts if you want.
Too close. It's so loud. I'm sorry.
It's all good.
This is kind of adorable and sad at the same time.
I am the most awkward of all of the human beings. I hate staring at my face. Oh, this is bad.
All right, man. But if you change your mind, you're more than welcome. So much kitty hair on your shirt. Okay.
Is it? Is there? Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, there is. This HD
I couldn't
camera.
even tell.
I could tell. That's because I have the stream going on muted in the background.
I mean, cat hair is just glitter for lonely people, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, there's someone that called glitter the AIDS of the fashion world, but
I had a friend who did that too, he didn't call them AIDS. He called it herpes. He called glitter herpes.
Yeah, herpes.
So this girl at university had like some acne like right here on her face, and she also had like a dot of glitter. And so my friend who called them herpes pointed at her face and went, "Herpes, you have herpes," and she looked like she was going to start crying.
Oh,
He was. Huh?
We went from 2 to 3 people.
Oh, yay! Hi.
Welcome.
But yeah, no, that was like a really, really awkward moment.
She's just nervous, everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, she's just nervous. This is her first time ever being on a thing like this.
Yeah, very, very much so. The first time.
So, give her some time. Anyways, so as we were saying, thank you, Nathan, for letting us know that both videos got struck down after Gabe had already given permission.
Yeah, because I knew that the strike happened before, or like for Mike and Actor's video, but did he take it down? Because I can't find it.
No, it's gone. It is.
If it got the strike, then it was.
It got
taken
removed.
down.
It was removed from YouTube outright.
Okay.
And so Mike made a video reacting to the video that was taken down, because as this is the internet, people will download anything.
Yeah. Okay. So I did see that Joy's video was also taken down as well. So
Yeah.
yeah, both of them are in fact taken down. So they did receive the strike, which I think is totally unfair because it definitely was transformative, and again, it was a response to his video. Basically.
But you also got.
Since I haven't. Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead, you got the floor.
All right. Since I haven't watched any of their stuff or anything like that, what exactly did they do to make it transformative? If you don't mind my asking. Well,
what Mike and Actor did for the video, because he made like an anime like he changed the subtitles basically for an anime and basically made like a parodying comic or something. I don't know what the original video is. I couldn't find it, but Caramel Corn Panda Gabe person responded to this video taking sarcasm and jokes as if it was seriously, and second, was treating it like it was Joy's video and not Mike and Actor's. So what Mike and Actor did was he took the video and basically made a sort of response with quotation marks around it, because he didn't actually say anything in this video. What he did instead was he basically was like scooted on the side of the screen eating popcorn or chips or whatever it was that he was eating, and then he played the video about like this big on the screen. And then whenever he would interject his opinion, there would be like a thought bubble that would cloud up in front of the video, and there'd be like his opinion or his interjected statements or whatever like on the thing, while he's making facial expressions that respond to basically what he's thinking. To me, that is transformative because he is interjecting his own opinion and he is changing it in a way. Plus, he's responding to a response of his own content, basically.
Yeah, and I'll
strike down.
I'll definitely agree that that is definitely transformative. And you said Joy's was like some kind of comic?
No, that was Mike and Actor's original video. Okay. Joy's response and why she got her video taken down, I guess, is because she basically mirrored Mike and Actor's response. But she cut in the middle of it and was just like, fair use, this is fair use, so screw you, this is fair use.
Okay, I got the wrong information.
But when she does that, while I do understand, when she interjects saying that it's fair use and that's all she says, it doesn't really feel like it's fair use because it's not really, like, transformative, you know? Like, she's not adding her own commentary. She's just mirroring the video.
And you also got to think, interjecting. And then also whoever struck down the original video probably went and struck down Joy's and Mike's out of spite. Not out of spite for them, but for Gabe the pony. Because of it being up, that's still getting his name out.
Mm-hmm.
And from what I can tell, as Nathan called him, well, he didn't call him that. This guy actually calls himself that stuff himself. Because I'm actually currently looking at his Twitter.
Like, formative, or were, I should say, since they are no longer up. It could also potentially be taken down by quote-unquote libel.
Marvel?
Libel. It's yeah, basically like what's the?
Hey, Jam.
Dark.
Hey, I've seen you before on Joy streams, and you've come over to Rob's. How you been?
It could be the person could potentially try and strike it by saying that this person is spreading false information or lowering their character, talking bad about their character and whatnot.
But see, that wasn't what the video was about.
Yeah, defamation of character. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I don't think that that's what that video was about, because when I watched it, I got the impression that Mike was just correcting basically some false information that was made in the video. Basically, because like he was, and I wish I had the video, but I don't like ever download things, so
I didn't get a chance to.
But I watched the whole thing, and basically like he just goes around saying a bunch of things, and he was very almost presumptuous in how he presented the information, in that he basically was sort of like trying to find the best way to word it, but he would say things like, you know, Joy thinks she's a god and she's all of that, and you know, why would she make this cartoon character say these things? And then Mike would just in his little bubble say, it's not Joy's video. And then, you know, Gabe the pony would say more things, basically saying it as if Joy was the one saying it, and then he's just like, still not her video. And even if it was her video, that's an opinion, it's not based on fact. Like he would say things that were opinions that he would sort of turn it into like facts. And he used a lot of awkwardly like offensive words, such as like retarded. I personally am not a fan of that word, especially when you're talking about people, because he made that comment and it was sort of contradictory, where he said, oh, y'all are calling people that word, but y'all are that word, and I don't like calling people that word, but that's what y'all are, or something like that. I don't remember exactly what it was that he said, but
he was taking shots at Joy.
Yeah, and it was very hypocritical.
It was a satirical take on Joy and Mike, and he was trying to pass it off as they were facts. Is what I believe what you're trying to say, Chief.
Yeah.
And no problem, just doing my job.
That's definitely not right. So
No,
I just thought I'd ask.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't a defamation of character. All Mike did was put the video out there and let it speak for itself. And he did interject a couple of things in there, and I personally think that he did put enough on to make it transformative, because it did add a lot of context, which I think is important whenever it comes to like talking about whether or not something is okay to be put in it, basically.
Okay.
Plus, besides that, he had a video that people had saved where Gabe had basically said that he allowed anybody to use his videos in any way that they see fit. So a copyright strike wouldn't be accurate, and there was no defamation of character other than just what is there. Nathan says, just Mike and actor's facial expressions spoke volumes. And yeah, that definitely was a big part of it too, was that coupled with the thought bubbles that he had plus his facial expression, it did add a lot, because you could see, you know, the sarcasm, you could see the seriousness, you could see, like, you could understand, and it gave a lot more context to his video as a commentary video as well.
And the reason why I think the whole thing was the re-upload, even Mike said it was strike down, because Gabe, for one, he did not keep his end of the bargain, that he wouldn't do anything to anyone. I think he went on a hateful rant, a little tangent, kind of like how Onision is striking other people's channels for using any of his content. Gabe was trying to do the same thing. He was basically setting people up to fail from the get-go.
But see, there's already evidence that he already said it was okay for people to use it, so he's false copyright claiming it.
Exactly.
Which could potentially get his channel taken down once it's proven.
But that's hard to prove, especially with YouTube being the dumpster fire that it is currently.
Well, I think that's unfair to put it on YouTube, because again, how many videos get uploaded every minute of every day? It's impossible for someone to accurately monitor the entire situation, so they have bots to do it.
Yeah.
Where I believe this is true, I do believe YouTube is at fault with the faulty copyright system that needs to be completely reworked.
I mean, I believe that they're probably working on it.
Because that
Yeah.
does fall on YouTube themselves.
Hmm.
Because, like him or hate him, Mr. Epsilon is kind of getting the shit end of a stick.
See, Jam says, I really don't understand the validity of a copyright strike. Mike stole content from an anime show and added commentary. Gabe stole Mike's edited video and added his own.
Yep.
That becomes a really complicated thing, and everything that I know about copyright infringement, especially in terms of art, comes from a lot of the fact that, you know, I am an art student and I took classes on this. So you need to make sure that it's 60% transformative. Now, what he did is considered parodying. I don't know if he actually took, because I've seen that anime. I know that anime because of Gabe's comment at the beginning of his video where he said, what did he say? I'm trying to think exactly what he said. He said, I don't want to put too much of this video in here because I'm not worried that Mike and Actor would copyright claim this video, but the show anime creator like Funimation or whatever would copyright claim it because it's using their anime and their artwork.
They're legal properties. And
Yeah.
when it comes to anime and what we're doing currently, that's a big ditch to jump.
Mm-hmm.
Because yes, Funimation does own the rights to the anime. Even if it is transformed, they will strike it down. It's the same thing. Oh, go ahead.
Sorry.
I was going to say it's the same thing like with certain video games. No matter what you do, no matter how much you edit it, so even if you use a snippet of it, you will get in trouble. Like, if you use anything by Capcom's Ashura's Wrath, it's an instant demonetization. And if you try to fight it, you will get your video removed.
Yeah. The only law that I feel like could be used in a sort of workaround for this would be the parodying law. And it depends on how he does it. If he just took screenshots and then erased or like put subtitles on and did that stuff, then that I think could be perceived as okay because for one, like obviously he's not claiming it as his own, which is, you know, very much obvious. But two, he's not taking away from the experience that the user could have gotten from watching the anime because it was a completely different story. It just happened to be that he used screenshots or he used a pretend thing and he parodied it. So that would be the only thing that I would think would be close.
But when it comes to stuff like anime and comic books and stuff like that, that's a very thin, sharp wire you're walking because I watch a lot of comic book based YouTube channels.
No, don't get me wrong. Because they own the copyrights for the art. And that's where the problem lies, is that they own copyrights for the art, the storyline, the voice actors, the scripts, everything that goes into making this. So
they have to jump through hoops to stay on YouTube. Because a lot of them have been shut down and come back.
Yeah.
But now we're just delving into another a way south of the border topic than what we were initially going with.
Yeah. But I do agree with Jam, though. The only people with rights should be the anime shows. And that I would 100% agree
Indeed.
with. See, I agree with that. And I don't think they would want their property being brought into a war that they have nothing that they know about and nothing that they have anything to do with.
Exactly.
And that leads into the next topic of how Mr. Epsilon attacked Mike because of that.
Yeah, I watched the stream with Joy and Sai That Nerd and a couple of other people, and they talked about how it really does, and I agree with this, which is why I'm bringing it up, it really does feel like Mr. Repsion was really only attacking Mike and Actor because he has a problem with Joy.
See, where I do agree with that, I don't at the same time, if that makes any sense, because Mr. Epsilon knows Joy's friends. He knows who Joy follows. Even though he has Joy blocked, he can still look at the follow list. And so I feel like he's going to go after anyone he can to stir up as much trouble as he can, because he did say in 2018, no matter unless he's able to generate funds for his channel, he's going to walk. So
Is that what he said? He said he was going to walk?
He's going to leave. He's going to quit YouTube entirely.
I only saw that like once, where he said that he was going to something 2018, and for some reason my immediate thought was that he was going to commit suicide, and I was like, why did I think that? But that was apparently just what went through my mind, and I'm just a strange person. I was like, this just feels like a cry for attention. That's probably why that came up.
That's all what he's doing, crying for attention, because none of this is going to matter in 218. I mean, the problems will still be there, and we'll still be able to look back and pick at it as much as we want. Just like people still pick at Onision from way, way back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not the point. The point is, he's trying to generate as much problems to be remembered. So he's trying to get money from this, which, as we all know, is impossible for him to garner anything from YouTube at this point. Because of the way he's gone about his whole YouTube practice and everything, it has resulted in him not being able to make $1 off YouTube.
Yeah, he comes across as very aggressive, and like that was something that I noticed about him, is something that was changing.
Did you see his earlier video that he did today?
Which one?
Yesterday, right? Where he was talking about when he was reacting to Mike and Actor.
Oh, to my ex fan or whatever, where he was like, I don't care if you don't respect me, they're just getting a rise and blah blah blah. And it's not like, I used to be a fan of his. I just outgrew his content. And it's not that I don't respect him, because I definitely do, but I also feel like I can criticize him and his behavior.
Jim said you thought that because in the past Repsion has stated his plans to commit suicide before he turns 35.
Maybe. I remember that.
I can tell you that Jam isn't lying. Repsion did state that.
No, I know. I remember that.
Yeah, Nathan says it's because he grew up, and he hasn't. No, he hasn't. Repsion hasn't. He's still acting like this is the early thousands for you can call someone a retard and get away with it. Even though I really
hate when people call other people that. That is something that really upsets me. Like, there are a few things that upset me, but like that is one of those things. Like, it's okay if people like call things that, but I don't like that people use it as a synonym for like stupid. You know?
Yeah. I mean,
like, just call people stupid.
I use it when I'm doing my Let's Plays. We already know about that, but I'm not targeting a person. I'm targeting.
It's when a person is targeting a person. Like,
I've already got an email from someone disgruntled as hell saying, "You said retard at such and such," and gave me a 10-day. I go, I know what time I said it. Then I go out and say, "Hey, Mr. Epsion's a retard." No, I didn't, and I just fucked myself just right then and there. Do I care? No, because this is the internet. It doesn't matter. But at the same time.
Go ahead. No, you go ahead. Finish your sentence.
Okay. Okay. Quite honestly, what happens on the internet does and does not matter. It only affects you as a person if you let it. But what Repsion is doing is he's attacking people personally. So he is making it a personal issue. So what I said is completely unvalidated, because he is doing it to attack the person, not their content, but their character and who they are as they carry themselves on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
And Mike's a wonderful person.
Oh yeah, he is like the gay best friend that I've always wanted.
Hey, did someone say? He's a dog.
Concerning the whole retard thing, like honestly, and for me, I like to use the textbook definition. So when someone uses it as an attack, I'm just like, really, that's one of the most weak, and that's one of the weakest and most shallow insults you can ever throw at a person. Retard just means too slow.
I mean, retardando.
Yep. Something along those lines, yeah.
You know? And I will not lie, for the longest time, I was really uncomfortable saying that word because it was so close to that word. And I just don't like being offensive. Like, if other people want to say that word and they want to use any sort of language and they want to make jokes about a lot of things, that's perfectly fine. Like, this is a completely different conversation just in general, but I definitely believe in, like, the freedom of speech and things like that. But as much as I believe in freedom of speech, I also believe in allowing myself to leave a conversation because I personally feel uncomfortable, so I don't have to put myself in that situation. I also think that, you know, asking someone, hey, do you mind not saying those kinds of words or making those kinds of jokes are also okay, and that's also a part of freedom of speech. And if you don't want to stop making those jokes, then I should be allowed to leave the situation. That's all.
Exactly.
Yeah. And while there is a freedom of speech, I can't help but think that there are some things that are better left unsaid.
Yeah, like I have my personal list of things that I don't like people joking about. And, you know, my list is relatively short and it is pretty bad. Like, I don't like people joking about animal abuse. I don't like people joking about dead babies. I hate dead baby jokes.
I was actually about to say that.
I don't like dead baby jokes. I hate jokes about rape, but mostly I hate jokes about child rape. That is the thing. Like, I will excuse the occasional rape joke sometimes. Most of the times I just feel really uncomfortable and I'm just like, I don't really like that. But if someone's making a joke about, like, child rape, no. That is not okay with me.
No. But
and
let's get back
that's like my list.
Let's go ahead and get back on the subject.
Sorry to derail.
Huh?
Sorry to derail again.
Oh, no, it's fine. I'm the one that does it. So since I'm moderating, I gotta kind of like, no. You know, as I'm enjoying these conversations, that's actually taking away from what we were actually initially here to talk about, which is description is a conversation about Joy Sparkles, Mike, and Repsion. And you actually should have put Gabe the Pony, even though we've only talked about him for like 15 minutes.
To be honest, I did not know his username.
Gabe the Pony. You could have put Gabe the daffodil asshole, and I would have smiled.
No, because I wanted to not have like a bias in the title. So
no, I'm just if you the whole nickname thing after looking at his Twitter and looking into this guy as a person, he's clearly not really all there, and that says a lot coming from someone who on a daily goes, I'm psychotic, and playing a game with guns in it, you know.
Yeah.
But anyways, let's go back onto the topic. Then Repsion chimes in with his almighty knowledge.
And this is just 100% my complete opinion, so nobody take this as me like stating anything. I have always felt, and this is not a positive opinion, I have always felt like Mr. Repsion has had this like
chip on his shoulder?
Huh?
Chip on his shoulder?
No, he has this God complex. I don't really know how to explain it, but he's always had this sort of like way about talking about people and about things, like the way he says it is the end all be all and he's the most correct person. And that could just be the way he's saying it and not his intention, but it's always come across to me personally like he has this God complex with his followers. Also, hey, I can't read that thing. Mona KW. It's more like he thinks he's a big shot. I would definitely agree.
Yes.
Like,
if anyone, can I throw my 2 cents in there?
Yeah.
In the past, he's criticized Onision for Onision basically thinking, I am God.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, Repsion's done the same thing. But to a much greater degree. He's always, Repsion's always seen himself in this I can't be touched light. Worse than Greg has. But the problem is he keeps dying off. Repsion can't stay up there. He's not relevant like Greg. In 20 years, Greg is still going to be relevant. Hopefully,
I
Joy's
don't
gonna be
know.
relevant.
He's starting to like die off in the things. Like,
He's changing.
yeah,
I
I
hate to give him.
appreciate the direction he's going.
I hate to give him the credit, but because of his shady past and who he's becoming, he is going to be remembered. I personally don't like him. I don't hate him. I reserve that for very few people on the internet, but I don't hate him. But the way he's going, he is going to be remembered as the train wreck of a person that turned things around because he is keeping to his word.
Mhm.
Onision is keeping to his word. He's trying to stay out of drama. He's not doing a very good job of it because he's already wrapped back up in drama, but he's trying.
Yeah.
We'll get on that. We'll talk about that another live stream.
So Jam, okay. Jam says Mr. Repsion reminds me of that guy in high school that stares adoringly at the girls all day, creeping them out, and shows up with a gun and kills everyone the next day. See, I don't know about the gun part, but I definitely feel like he's one of those people who stares at girls and then tells them he's the nice guy, but really he's kind of an asshole.
He's the douche.
Yeah.
He's a nice guy.
He's like, nice guys finish last. You don't want to date me because I'm a nice guy.
I'd rather be known as an asshole.
But Mona
nice
says,
guy.
I disagree. He's already a dirty old man.
Who? Onision or Repsion? That is a very...
I think Repsion, because I don't know. Who are you referring to? Are you talking about...
I think they are referring to Mr. Repsion because...
That's what I'm thinking.
Because he is a dirty old man. I mean, not to shoot shade at him. He thinks, all right, he's working on everybody's last nerve. Douche. Yes, exactly. I mean, not to strike shade at the guy. Not
at all. Because these are just
with my next comment.
Stuff, like...
With my next comment.
Oh.
Who the fuck in their right mind sells their used boxers?
Lots of sex workers on the internet. There's an entire trade where you can sell your underwear.
I know I'm half Japanese. This should not be a giant shock to me. This is in my culture. This is not a shock to my culture.
And he says he's speaking of onion. So.
Okay, thank you. Yes, he is a dirty old man, but that's besides the point. This is in my culture. Japanese people do the weirdest shit for money. So I shouldn't be insulting Mr. Repsion. But at the same time,
I am pro sex worker. If he wants to sell his underwear, that is on him. If he wants to sell his socks, that is on him. I do not judge. I do not think that there's anything wrong with that. And I think if people are taking shots saying that, you know, he's weird or lame or gross because he's selling these things, don't hate the player, hate the game. Judge the people who are buying it, okay? There's obviously people who are buying it, therefore he's selling it. Like, if somebody wanted to buy my underwear, I'd be like, oh, hell yeah. Like, I don't have to do laundry. Could just ship it to you and you send me, like, $25? Come on now.
You should not have said that because now you're going to get the weird emails.
I don't even care. I already get weird emails like that anyways, so, like, whatever.
We both know I have no affinity for any religions or pantheons or anything like that, right? Somehow Christian Mingle keeps sending me on all my emails saying, meet the lovely Christian. I'm like, no. How did you get these emails? They're private. All my work-related shit, like, wow.
Okay, so let's see the comments. Monk says, I did recently hear about that, and I honestly can't imagine someone selling their undies. I mean, they're dirty undies. I think you should sell clean undies. And then Nathan says, I would totally sell my underoos if people wanted them, LOL. Okay, see, here's the thing. There are entire websites dedicated to selling underwear. Like,
I should have said no kink shame.
Yeah, like, I don't kink shame. I'm like, you do you. You be yourself.
You do you behind closed doors. You do that shit in front of me, I swear to God I'm going to join the hate mob.
Did I say monk? My bad. I think I just squished because I'm like really far away from the thing and like.
What Paul just said. Paul's like, must be weird when he claims $1,000 tax reduction for underwear.
I mean, I don't know that the IRS cares.
You did say monk.
I did. I'm so sorry. My bad. I am very far away from the screen, so all I see is MON, a little squiggly line, K, and then another squiggly line.
They don't care. You can call them monk. I'm not gonna judge you, monk. I'm not gonna call you nasty. I'm just saying. It's just he's upset that Mr. Repzion's upset because it seems like even selling his own damn underwear isn't helping him.
Well, yeah, because men's underwear is not a super viable thing to sell. If you just look,
I'm gonna use you as an example. If I was saying, hey, she's selling her underwear, $80 a pop. Do you know how much money she would make by the end of the day compared to Repzion? Because she's an attractive female and Repzion's an old sweaty man. Am I wrong?
I don't know. I really don't.
They sell women's used underwear in vending machines. So
I know, and that's what I was trying to say. It's like if you look at anything in the porn industry, if you look at anything in the sex worker industry, if you look at any of these things, you can see that there is a huge bias for just women. Like,
thank you, Nathan.
Yeah. So
Nathan agreed with my little analogy of throwing you under the bus, but I'm not wrong. It's because you're an attractive young lady, and as been stated, Repzion's an old dirty man. No one's gonna want.
Even if he isn't, like, okay, even if the most attractive man, okay, maybe not the most attractive man, because lots of females.
No, because that shit would sell like hotcakes.
If just a regular guy who is moderately attractive is super anonymous on the internet, so nobody knows anything about him except that he's a nice person and stuff like that, then you got to keep in mind, like, who is buying these underwear? Women don't typically buy men's underwear to apparently sniff. I guess that's what you do with them. I don't know. I hear lots of people talking about the stuff that happens, and I'm like, I don't want to know. But, like, women don't typically buy these things. Men buy it. And there is a much smaller pool of gay men looking for this kind of stuff than there are men looking at straight women to buy these kinds of things. And it's also a kink, so it's already a relatively small pool, you know? I'm trying to read the thing. It says, the biggest problem is that Repzion isn't relatable to people, and he's pissed off anyone who is, even if they sound crazier than him or make feel less qualified opinions. I can't read. Wait a minute, you said men's underwear, LOL. The reptilian is more like pubescent men, so it's really like buying little boys' undies.
If you want, I'll just go ahead and stick to reading the chat.
I'm so far away because, like, my desk is like.
Let me stick to doing my job.
Okay.
Because you did make me moderator. I love the heart you have trying to make things easier on me. Because these comments are good and I'm trying not to laugh. And look at Aiden over there. He's been quiet this whole time, just snickering in the corner.
Oh, you're back. Hi.
He's been back. He's just drinking a Pepsi.
Oh, hi.
No. Only one sniff. Your boyfriend's underwear. You don't buy Stinger's underwear off to sniff them. It would be easy to go to a laundromat and sniff men's underwear if that's what you wanted to do. You see, I agree with you on that. Because, anyways, let's get off this topic because we're getting in that weird valley. We're already in that weird part of YouTube where we've been, but let's go ahead and move on. This is a good point. He is pissed because he's not relevant anymore. He doesn't know how to agree with normal people. Like how I'm going to use Let's Players as a good example. They use memes. They use memes and be retarded. That's not an insult to Let's Players. Streamers, they talk about goings-on current. They stay relevant. Even Onision's kind of relevant with his crap. And then you come to Repzion, who is self-centered, greedy, and selfish, and it all has to be about him. He doesn't branch out and try to be relevant. And that is why his fan base is slowly whittling away like a piece of ice left out on the road. He doesn't know how to market himself to people. He only knows how to market himself to himself. And that is ultimately why his channel is dying. And that's why he's had to go to these such extremes. And I believe that is why he's going to be quitting YouTube in 2018. And or if you go with a lot of other people saying he's going to kill himself in 2018. Who knows? Because he has made those statements about committing suicide. He has made the statements. He's also made statements that it's better to go being known than to die a nobody. But he has deleted those videos, and I wish I'd saved them. Those were from back in the day. I remember him saying that.
I remember it too. Like, I honestly do. Because again, I was a fan, and I will admit at one point in time I did have a crush on him. So, you know. It just freezes on me, and I'm like, okay, can someone else talk now? I'm so awkward.
Okay. I was reading the chat. Anyways, let's move on. Let's go ahead and move on. And how Repsion got mad and attacked Mike and Actor. It's calling him a dumbass unprovoked. He can't, and that does establish what we've been saying, that he's a very angry and aggressive person. Because Mike didn't do anything to warrant the attack. I think the main reason he's attacking Joy, though, she made a mistake lately, and her reps stuff a bit. She's gonna try to gain notoriety. Yes, exactly.
I'm not 100% certain that she's going to fall as much as everybody thinks that she is. Because
no, everyone's against Joy, thinking she's gonna fall, and Rep wants to get on that train before he falls. Because misery loves company. Not part of the Adpocalypse. I think this is a coordinated attack on anti-SJWs. See, I can also agree to that at some point. He is very anti-SJW. Mr. Repsion is?
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to talk to you, Chi.
Yeah, sorry, I was reading the comments on the thing. I'm like staring, like squinty-eyed.
Hold on, Thane, do us a favor. Can you go ahead and read the comments? Your mic isn't working.
He's like, Arr.
It happens so often.
Yeah, that's why I do this. Anyways, Thane, can you go ahead and read the comments for us, since I'm being a horrible moderator?
No, it's fine. No, they were just, it was a response to my comment that I did, yeah. We don't have to read it. I already read the...
Okay, anyways, carrying on.
Okay, so basically, I totally get that Joy has, like, her loyal followings and stuff like that. And she's probably gaining a lot of subscribers because of what all has been happening, and, you know, a lot of people are subscribing to her to potentially watch her fail. But I definitely think that a lot of the stuff, because I guess I just don't know what she did recently that caused her to get so much problems, but a lot of these weird exposed videos, and I said this earlier, but a lot of these exposed videos on Joy are basically dredging up stuff that she did a long time ago. It's stuff about her character, which is completely opinion-based. It's stuff like, oh, she didn't do the charity, she lied about that. But then, like, other people come out and is like, hey, I'm the voice of the charity, and she totally did. Like, what are you talking about?
Exactly.
So it's like, I don't know what it is, because she's just a person. And, like, yeah, her reputation may suffer a little bit now, but who's to say that she's not going to bounce back from it? She's not a terrible person. She's really sweet. She's really nice.
She's just being branded by people as a terrible person. But Mike, that wasn't towards Joy at all. What Mai was saying was towards Mr. Repsion. That the reason why he's going to attack Joy is because misery loves company, and everyone thinks right now Joy is going to fail no matter what she does.
Yeah, and I can see that, and I feel so bad for her. Like, all of that negative attention is probably really taxing and really draining.
See, that's just it. That's just it. Some of them appear to know exactly what buttons to push, as well as, like, they purposely do these things just so that others will talk bad about them, which ends up creating views.
Mm-hmm. And one of the there are two trends happening on YouTube right now, one of which is vlogging. So a lot of these bigger YouTubers are now vlogging instead of making regular content. And the second one is drama. People really love their drama. And I'm guilty of this. I love my drama. I love watching the drama. So you can ask me anything about a lot of the most recent dramas and I can tell you. But
this keeps me young.
It keeps you what?
Young.
Oh. No,
it's a joke.
Yeah.
It's a joke. And I want to read a comment real fast that Nathan just made. A majority of the hate against Joy is either fake, lies, or some small blown out of proportions. He can confirm this.
Mm.
Joy is going through a witch hunt because she became so big so fast and has passed some of the huge fan bases. People are looking for any reason to barbecue her. I think the reason people are angry at Joy at this moment, and I mean look today and yesterday, is because she came back and she said she absolutely must make money to pay for her medical bills.
I don't understand why people are so upset about that. I don't get that. That frustrated me so bad. Like, okay, so she makes videos, people complain, she leaves, people complain, and then she comes back and she's like, hey, I'm being completely honest with you. I need to make income to live, basically.
To survive.
And then people are complaining about it. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand why that's apparently a thing. Like, I'm sorry, but if YouTube is a means of making money, then she should be allowed to do it. And people shouldn't be like, oh, you're only caring about the... She doesn't have a job. She's doing this so that way she can better her life so she can get a job. Well, yeah, but you know what I mean. Like,
my only thing concerning that whole bit is concern over her health.
Oh yeah, don't get me wrong. I totally understand that. I totally understand.
Saying she was going to take some time off so that she can get better. And then
like, I get that. I get that. Right she said she wanted to take a break. She did take like a short, maybe like 2-3 day break or something, but then she realized that she still needed to make money. And I mean, ask anybody who's been through a rough time. Ask anybody who's lost their job because of a poor economy. Ask anybody who's had any sort of problem financially, and they will tell you that they had to work through being sick. They had to work through to survive and take care of themselves. They had to work through to take care of literally anyone or anything that they may have, like children or something like that. Like, you can't just stop just because you're sick. You know, and she's really lucky. She has that roommate who takes really awesome care of her. But if I was in her situation, I too would feel like I need to contribute something. Like, I wouldn't be able to. So for her to come back, I felt like it was a 100% valid excuse. And making videos is not that difficult, especially her kind of videos, because that's what I do. I edit videos. That is my job. That's what I do. Editing videos, like, I can do that when I'm sick. It's not a big deal. It's not that hard. Like, yeah, filming is a little bit taxing. Sitting around making these videos is a little taxing. The rate at which she produces these content, because trust me, I know I've had to edit 6 or 7 videos in a day and had to deal with shitty people telling me that my job was terrible and that I needed to redo it or make it free. Like, I get it, okay? But, like, I can't. I feel like her reasoning for coming back is a 100% valid reason for coming back, and she's getting crap for it, and I'm like, why?
And
it's not taxing at all. Like, it's not that difficult.
I've been working through some really horrible conditions myself, and you know that.
Okay, so my mouse is so far.
I've been working through being sick. I've been working through fever. I worked through heat stroke. I understand that this is your job and you got to get to it. But like Thane keeps telling me repeatedly behind the shadows, I need to learn to relax. I need to take it easy before I burn myself out. Because once you burn yourself out, you come to the whole YouTube disconnect. And that's what Thane's worried about with Joy, that she's going to keep going too hard, or I'm going to keep going too hard, and there's going to be that huge disconnect where you don't want anything to do with YouTube at all.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a very valid and real thing. Look at Angry Joe. as
Okay.
we discussed before.
I want to respond to Mona's. Am I still saying it right? Because I'm pretty sure I butchered it like every single time I've said it. I've said it differently.
I don't think they care anymore.
I know, my bad. This is the first time I actually got a clear reading because I was trying to read this. Okay, so he basically, paraphrasing, was just saying that people are angry at Joy because she wasn't being honest about needing money. And it said from the start, she said it wasn't about the money, but then all of a sudden it's like that. And I haven't read anything past that. I wanted to say there was this gradual shift in her videos. And granted, she makes it a point to tell people, I don't expect anybody to watch all of my videos, but I actually have watched like almost all of her videos, sans like 3 videos. She actually does go from saying, I'm not doing this for money, I've demonetized these things, blah, 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 to this sort of shift of her when she talks about her personal life and she talks about her health issues. She starts saying, I'm starting to realize I need to make money, I'm starting to realize I need these things to survive and that I need to make money, and now I actually have to. And then she made the switch over. And a lot of people missed that because it was videos that didn't get a whole lot of views. Like, if you look at the videos where she does talk about that, they didn't get as many views as like her Onision videos and her when Billy and all of them were there at the Onision place. And you know, she made it very clear in those videos. She's like, I will never promote abuse. I will never monetize abuse. I will never do these things. And then it turned into, hey, I kind of need money to survive. So I don't think she ever lied. I think it's just people were sort of missing this information. Okay, and then I need to like continue reading down here.
If you want, I can.
Started getting test done, money being important. I'm like squinting. I'm sorry.
Go ahead and let Thane take care of it. Let Aiden take care of it. Chi.
Well, there's a lot of messages.
He's got it. He's a big boy.
Which one?
I'm on Nathan Graves at Mona KW. She just started getting the test done.
Yeah, the money being important is literally brand new. So, I honestly, like, my first time I ever heard of Joy was when she showed up on a stream that Maggie and I were part of. So I haven't watched any of her videos or anything like that.
I started following Joy back when Onision and Billy were having that situation, and she started making a flurry of things. But I really enjoyed watching all of the videos that people were making, and she happened to be one of the ones that I stumbled on. And at the time when I subscribed to her, she had 6,000 followers. So she's grown exponentially, and I just have never talked to her. And I really wish I had made a Twitter and all this stuff earlier, because I'm like, Senpai noticed me, but you know, whatever.
Jam goes on to say, Joy has a codependent relationship with YouTube, though. It's her job, her friends, and her lifestyle all in one. People don't realize it's her whole life, her support system.
Mm-hmm. Which I can agree to that. I think she does depend on it, but I think because she is sick and she doesn't really get to go out, then she has to get her social interactions from somewhere. It's like being in an abusive relationship with someone. You become codependent with your abuser because of the fact that you sort of need them because you're cut off from the rest of society. Now, I'm not saying YouTube is an abusive relationship at all, but she's sick and she can't leave, and YouTube and the community in YouTube has basically given her an ability to have those social interactions and to have friends and to have people interacting with her. And I saw in one of the comments saying she needs to ignore the hate more, which is like the last comment.
Yeah.
I agree with that. She definitely needs to ignore people like whispering in her ear, because she's in the beginning of her YouTube career, she was kowtowing to literally everybody, and it's really hard to please everybody. You need to make the content that you want to watch, not what everybody else wants to watch, because if you're enjoying what you're doing, then people are going to watch it, see it, and continue watching what it is that you're doing.
Precisely. You just gotta, that's one thing so many people actually have problems with, in my opinion, when it comes to making content on YouTube. You make the content that you enjoy doing.
Mm-hmm.
And don't worry about the views or the subs.
And don't worry what people say about you.
Mm-hmm.
Because
But
I've had so many.
that last one's a bit difficult to do, though.
Yeah, that's hard. I can definitely attest that that is hard. But
Well, I need to get with you after the stream, Chi, about a few things,
Let's see.
personal things that we've talked about in the past. I need to talk to you about some things.
Yeah.
Just bring it up for later.
okay. Okay, so what about the rest of the comments?
Let's see. I understand that what you're saying, but she said herself that she's been sick for 4 years, so she has needed money for medical stuff from the get-go, and she should have told people that. And that was the one before saying Joy is stressed out, or she gets stressed out in her live streams and on her videos, which can't be good for her. Yeah. Okay.
Mhm. So then I see that she needs to ignore more of the hate. To True Paul, she does need to ignore. That I agree with. Some people think she's not sick, but I think she's definitely sick. Okay, one of the things that really bothered me in one of the either hate videos or something like that. Oh, it was the one with Chambers of the Heart. I watched part of that video. I didn't get to watch all the way through it, mostly because I ended up having to do something else in the middle of it, so I just never got back to it. But I was watching that video, and she said in part of the video saying that, oh, you have this long list of problems and illnesses and blah, 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 but, you don't, like, I don't know, maybe she said something along those lines, you don't have proof or something. I don't remember exactly what she said, but she basically said you have a long list of illnesses. It's hard for anybody to believe you when your list is that long. Okay. My problem with this is that just like everybody else, just like when Onision was like, oh, fibromyalgia is a mental disorder, which, oh my God, that's a whole other conversation.
I accidentally put a hole in my couch that night because my ex-fiance had fibromyalgia. When I watched that, he pissed me off because it's not a mental illness. It's a physical illness. And when he was saying, oh, you can't be trusted. You can't be trusted. There's a hole in my couch now.
Oh, look. The 2 seconds of research that I did on the first article that I saw is clearly far superior to that of a doctor who specializes and spent 8 years doing doctoral stuff. Anyway.
Dr. Greg, attorney at law. 8,000 dead and counting.
Anyways, but just like, Greg automatically assumed that it was a mental disorder because of a line in an article that he read. Fibromyalgia has its own symptoms, and it's a long list of symptoms. So when Joy tells you, like, she has all of these problems, it's because there's symptoms.
They can only be linked to one thing.
Well, there's symptoms of things, because from what I can tell, and from, like, basically summarizing all of her videos, she really only has 3 problems. She's got the fibromyalgia, she has the copper toxicity from her UDI, and she has traumatic stress disorder, so the PTSD, which PTSD has a huge list of symptoms. And having PTSD may be a symptom within itself to something completely different. Like, she could be schizotypal, which is not schizophrenic, mind you. She could be schizotypal. I'm not saying she is, but she could, because, having PTSD can cause being schizotypal, especially you are young and you were abused. Like, she has these 3 things. Like,
Gee, can I time in something? I actually have PTSD, so I can 100% tell you. You've seen me freak out for no reason over things when we've gone out to eat or hang out. Over the smallest, dumbest things have sent me. You've seen me go from confident to a wet paper bag in 6 seconds over the dumbest things. Over the smallest things that made no sense to you, and we've talked about it before. PTSD affects people in different ways. Some days, you can go like this to me with a lighter and get it close to my face. I'm like, cool. Other days you do that, I'm liable to hit you because you're scaring me. I have no control of what affects my PTSD, just like Joy doesn't. If it's going to, you don't even know when it's going to hit, because there have been times I've been asleep and woken up in the middle of the night and had this urge to just run into the great blue. Or
What is hypochondria?
Hypochondria is an illness involving the lungs, if I remember correctly. Hold on a moment.
I literally first thought hypochondria was like
Oh wait,
that thing.
Abnormally anxious about their health.
Oh,
It's
so
a
like a
mental-
hypochondriac.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so what is a smattering? Sorry, the comment says she could be very sick with a smattering of hypochondria.
I misspoke. A smattering is like a small bit.
It's like
small
a what?
A small bit or a small dose, what have you.
Ah. Oh, okay. He says
helping,
hypochondriacs think they're always sick, I guess, with something.
Yes, they always.
I'm a hypochondriac because I'm always sick of something too. I'm sick of people. I'm
sick of dumbasses. I'm sick of dumbasses and living on the same earth as me.
No, while I might be inclined to agree with that, I definitely feel like, and again, this is all opinion and speculation, and I have no place to speculate with my 1 year of psychology class that literally taught me the basics. So, like, obviously, I know that I'm not capable of diagnosing because she only puts out so much of the information, and she might put on a face when she's online and stuff like that. But
And
I feel like I don't think that she's a hypochondriac. I think she's legitimately sick with things. But I definitely think that, you know, she should go to a therapist and get an actual name, because everybody seems to think like, oh, you know, when someone comes up and says that they have this problem, because like you said, like she immediately says, oh, I have that illness too. It could be because it is a side effect to something that she's dealing with. Because when you look at the three things and you just like look, it's like into the side effects, there's a lot. And just because you have one side effect doesn't mean that you have another side effect. And you could have a side effect of something that's not listed on the thing, but still have this problem and it still be a part of it. Because they're just symptoms. That's
mind if I chime in?
Yeah, I was done.
Jam's got some good points.
About something that Jam said? Do you think maybe this is a generational thing? Because people 30 plus are raised to respect privacy while younger generations want information right now. And see, I believe this is a generational thing because you don't know the amount of bullshit you can get. Just because you need to be careful with the internet, the information you put out on the internet, for one, because you put something out that interests someone, they're going to start digging more and more and more, for good or for bad. Even putting so much as something as an email out privately will screw you, because older people like us, we all respect each other's privacy. Yeah. Aiden, you request to be called Aiden, your real name.
Yeah, but when I'm on your videos or whatnot, I don't mind going by the stage name or what have you.
And I don't like my name being out there at all, for many different reasons.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Sorry, I was gonna respond to Jam and Nathan, who replied to her or him. Possibly, I also think it's just a human thing. We don't like unanswered questions. It tortures the psyche, but as older generation does respect privacy more. And I'm just like, yeah, it also doesn't help that the internet allows people to find information faster than those of our age or older than us are used to. And the newer generation are used to getting information very, very fast. So it could very well be a generational thing.
I mean, I would agree. I definitely know I have an obsession with knowing information right now, and I also know that I don't like waiting for my information.
Knowledge is a sin.
Mm-hmm.
That's what ever since I've met you, since we were younger, I've always told you knowledge is my sin, because I want to know everything. But I learn within respect of other people. Like the first time I met you, I didn't go, "Hey, what are your fears? What do you like? What do you like to eat? What do you like to drink? Snacks, stuff like that. I learned that over time with respect because I didn't want to disrespect you. But I was also raised in a different time for asking or demanding information that these young people do would get you beat in public for being a smartass.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that is an age gap difference because we were raised more in you respect others. If they tell you something, you take it and go,
Yeah, because we were raised in analog ways originally, and then we grew into the digital. Whereas these are pretty much just flat out digital.
All of us have grown in time, but we've still retained what we were taught as kids. It could also be how they're being taught, because as proven, a lot of people don't care what their kids do.
Not just that, but I hate to say it, but
Go.
Grade schools, really, a lot of teachers shouldn't get away with this, but they do. They push their agendas
exactly
onto the
students.
But now, ain't right. So true, Nathan.
Yeah. Thank God the days of dial-up are gone, because oh my God, downloading porn at 50 kilobits a second is awful.
Hold on, I have a question for.
Are you smiling, Aiden?
Typical you.
It's not me if I don't make a porn joke.
I have a question for Mona. When you said, Jam, are you a lawyer or a diplomat, were you actually talking to me or Jam? Because you go on saying, oops, I was speaking to the lovely woman with dark hair, and thank you, but were you talking to me or Jam in that?
I think they were talking to you, and I want to pop in something. Real world drama is way more popular today anyways. Yes, with all the reality shows growing up, interest in other people's drama has become such a hot topic. And even before reality TV shows, what do you think those magazines at the gas stations or 7-Elevens are for? Their way of spreading drama. Am I wrong, Thane?
Not at all. At least not in any way I can see.
All it is gossip, hearsay, and drama. Yeah. Saying drama is something new is like saying, hey, I put something I found in a jar in between two pieces of bread. I'm going to call it the peanut butter sandwich.
It's basically become the new reality TV.
Exactly, and we have yet again strayed so far south. We've hit the railing.
Well, let's bounce off the ropes then.
We're like, comment is not coming in. I don't know if he's talking to me.
Who are you looking for?
Mona.
Yeah, still waiting on a response to what you said.
You gotta wait. Wait, Chi. And I'm pretty sure they were... I'm too old for this drama crap. I'm trying to keep the remaining hair on my head. Don't need that stress. But Nathan, you should get a little lawnmower guy tattooed on your head, mowing the grass. Are you laughing over there, Thane?
Just the thought of it. Let's see.
Mona says can you answer my question? I'm like getting anxiety from this. I'm like, I don't understand.
Hey, you still gonna get your dad that shirt I told you about from Clerks for his birthday? I told you about in private that we won't talk about because people will call me racist, even though I'm the brownest thing in here.
Oh, okay.
There's not an answer. I'm so confused.
They were talking to you.
Well, I mean, Jam responded, which is why I was like, what? No, I wasn't. I don't know. Okay, I'm just.
All right, man. All right. And we need to Skype sometime later when we're both not busy and wanting to bust our heads open with concrete. Anyways, let's go ahead and get back to the topic.
Yes,
back
yes.
all the way. Let's get a damn tow truck and tow our asses all the way back, except Aiden. Let him go over the railing. It's fine. No one will miss him.
No!
Let's just tell. Are you smiling over there, you old man?
Don't make me pull a Kazuya.
Kazuya
Checking that
Mishima?
thing. Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna throw me off a mountain.
No. I'd climb my ass back up.
Oh, well, I'll be unlike Heihachi. I'll be waiting there with a gun. I'll stop this shit
Anyway,
before it begins.
we're derailing again.
Okay, we're both over the edge, but I'm taking you down first. God helps those who help themselves.
Well, just for clarification, though, in case he was talking to me, because I don't know.
Oh God, you actually got this. You got the shirt on Amazon. Nice. No, Thane, I'll tell you later. You guys are gonna bust a gut laughing.
Okay. I don't believe that I am a Joy apologist or whatever because I'm not apologizing for her behavior. I do think that 100 videos on Onision is obsessive, but I don't think that there's anything wrong with that. So, when people when people say that they're Joy apologists, it makes me think that they're saying that there's something to apologize for, and I don't think that there's anything to apologize for. I don't think that she should regret making 100 videos on Onision, regardless of how it may make her look or not.
That's her choice.
Yeah,
here's my problem when it comes to the haters calling the ones that are supporting her or stating other viewpoints. They're calling them apologists and whatnot, but instead, how about you look at it like, hey, we're trying to show you a different viewpoint than what you are saying or whatnot. Trying to help you have more of an open mind, but instead getting shat on and whatnot. It causes a lot of people to just shut down and stay quiet from then on. It's not right.
All right. I agree with you on that one, man. Also, now I would like to redirect this all the way back to where we left off. We were talking about Mike and Actor and Repsion fighting.
Yes.
We got into that conversation, and then somehow we ended up in Mexico.
I mean, to be fair, Joy is in the title, so we were talking on topic.
No, we went to Tokyo with Joy.
I think she's off stream. I don't know if you want to send her a message.
If you want, I can see if she would like to join.
I would love to see if she would want to join. Hashtag Senpai notice me.
Hashtag do your job, moderator.
No, I actually am a fan, but I'm a fan because I genuinely enjoy her content. She has changed my opinion on different topics many a times, and there are things that I don't necessarily agree with when she talks about them. So it's not like, I'm like one of those fans who take her word for everything. Like, obviously, I watched all of the hate videos. Did you say you want Joy to come on? Yes. I'm sorry. Anyway, I definitely watch a lot of the videos. I watch a lot of the hate videos. I watch a lot of the exposed videos that people have made and things like that. So, I understand where people are coming from, but that hasn't changed my opinion in believing that she is being a genuine person and that she is trying to make the world a better place and that she is also trying to just help herself in getting better, and this is a means for her to do it and everything else,
Everything is a means to an end.
Mm-hmm. Well, lupus, I had a friend who had lupus, and honestly, if I really go back and think about it, she honestly was a lot like Joy. And she had both fibromyalgia and lupus, and the lupus came from the undiagnosed fibromyalgia and the non-treatment of her fibromyalgia. So it's
Wow.
You know, when you get sick and you don't treat it and it gets worse, it was sort of like that. And because, you know, Joy doesn't have health insurance and she's been sick for, I guess, apparently 4 years or something. Yeah. It's one of those things that it does get progressively worse and other things can happen. But I don't actually know like the whole thing, but I do know that one of my friends who did have fibro, she ended up getting lupus because she didn't go to the doctor soon enough, and that was a thing that happened. But that may not be a thing that happened to, yeah. So just like breeding stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a lot.
All right, let's go ahead and go back to what we were saying. The whole
The
Repsion, huh?
The whole Mike and Rhett thing.
Yeah, how that escalated Repsion escalated that whole mess out of the blue faster than lightning.
It really did feel like it was completely out of the blue. It felt way just weird, and it was a really strange moment because it really did.
It was provoked. It was unprovoked, but at the same time, he felt like he was provoked at the same time. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, he was exactly what he was saying he wasn't. What you shouldn't be. Offended. He acted in a very offended and unoffensive way. Quickly, and escalated the whole thing into straight drama. For no reason at all, other than just to cause havoc. Because like I said, I believe his channel is dying, and because of that, he's trying to make a move as fast as he can to try to save his channel.
Lights are flickering, so if I end up dropping, short power outage, and I'll be back on shortly. But
I hope it doesn't drop you, but yeah,
Repsion did. Paul Repsion did handle it really bad, and I'm gonna send Nathan a DM. So if he wants to come on and speak his 2 cents, he's more than welcome to.
Mm-hmm. Jan says, do you guys think Repsion acted the way he did because he's been promoting this exposed video about Joy and people are starting to doubt him because of his timeline?
Yeah, I could see it.
I don't know. I do agree in his video that he might have also... Nathan says, send me the link.
All right, Nathan, I'm sending you the link right now.
I definitely think that it could be a possibility, but at the same time, I also do think...
Big guy?
I have multiple opinions.
Hold on. Let's go ahead and start with one of your opinions.
Okay, well, my first opinion is... Sorry, I was reading...
You reading Mona's?
Huh?
Were you reading Mona's?
Yeah, when I sort of lean in and I'm like staring awkwardly off to the side, it's because the chat window is like on the side.
Is a talks to the end with graffitis, says a lot. I want to believe her. I really want to sincere. If it isn't, she's sick. We probably will never find out. I think we will find out when she's ready to talk about that, and to demand that she talk about something she's not ready to talk about is something so rude and hateful and disrespectful all at the same time.
No, we don't want to say that because then people are going to tell us, well, then is it okay for Mike and Actor to demand Lainey to talk about Onision and his actions? I don't necessarily condone that either, but, you know.
No matter what you say, people are going to already say what you thought you said.
Yeah, I know.
I hate to be that guy.
Well, one of my opinions on the Repsion situation is that part of me believes that he's hyping this video up but waiting to put it up because he is trying to gauge how the fans are going to react to it, because in his video he does state, and this is just me taking his video at face value, he does state in his video that he was glad that he waited because his interaction with Mike and Actor shows him how Joy's fans are going to react to him criticizing her, so he needs to tailor the video to fit better of what he's trying to say. So part of me thinks that that might be the case, where he is potentially doing that. But because he did that, it's weird, because if I have a personal relationship with someone, I'm going to treat them differently than if I was a fan of somebody. Like if I'm a fan of somebody, I'm gonna treat criticism differently than if I had a friend who was being criticized, you know?
Yeah. See, I can understand that, because if I get any criticism, I don't care.
Yeah, and that's completely understandable, but the thing is, so many fans of various groups and whatnot, the primary ones being the extreme ones that would like go out of their way to attack others who potentially talk bad about them or whatnot, even in just passing. They can't help but I think that part of their thinking is that these people they are fans of are their friends, even if they haven't had any actual interaction with them.
I can agree. I can agree to that. I definitely think of some situations where I would be okay with my friend being criticized, but not someone I'm a fan of, and the other way around. So, like, you know, if somebody were to criticize Magi, I might take that in a little bit of stride, versus if somebody were to criticize Taylor Swift, I might be a little more like, nah, she God, you can't criticize her. Like, nah, you know? But I definitely have some friends that I do get really offended if somebody criticizes, like my best friend who is my roommate, you know? Like if anybody criticizes her, I'm like, no, you are Satan. She is an angel. She is from the gods themselves. Okay? She is the best human being in the entire world. Nobody deserves her because she's wonderful. But then if there was like another celebrity like Joy, which I would call her a celebrity because I am a fan of her, I'm okay with people criticizing her, you know? So it's like, it depends on the person, I feel like.
Because it all depends on if they can handle it or not.
Oh no, if somebody criticizes my roommate / best friend, like, I know she can handle it. Like, I'm not worried in an instant if she can handle it or not. Like, she can. It's just, I don't like it, you know?
And and to make a quick statement, I'm not saying that to talk bad about the fans or anything like that.
Oh yeah, no, I'm saying, like, I can see your point of view, and I was trying to relate to it, but you know,
I get that, but I was saying that to basically, I forgot the phrase. Anyways, I was saying it as a precaution to those that would take the words incorrectly, just in case they actually do listen to reason.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice, Nathan.
Mona says, I heard Mike Reptilian story today, but what I heard
was that, sorry, I'll go ahead and read it for you.
Yeah, thank you.
But what I heard was that Mike approached the reptile on Twitter, sort of spammed him on Twitter. I don't know anything about Twitter. I don't have Twitter. Okay, so
I was actually following that on Twitter, and I was like eating my popcorn, and actually I was eating soup when this is happening, but I was eating the proverbial popcorn. And basically what had sort of happened was Repsion had been posting tweets sort of bringing up the whole Joy Sparkle situation and the videos and stuff. And so Mike wanted opinions about things. It was like the video, he put up the video or whatever about it. And then with the Gabe the Pony situation, he went back and asked Mr. Repsion, because apparently Mr. Repsion was the reason why that happened. So all of that's sort of fuzzy because that was before I showed up. And then I showed up when Mr. Repsion made the video, and then Mike and Joy started spamming him with, you know, well, why can't you tell this to our faces? Why can't you do this thing and be a man and talk about it privately with us like you say you want people to do? If we have a problem with you, you should be able to come to us. That's what you said. Like, things like that. But there was a lot of tweets, like a lot of tweets for that. So
I think it's still going on.
is it? I was just on Twitter like 2 seconds ago, and I mean, if other people are doing it, I don't know. Because right now I'm just getting a bunch of Keemstar. Yeah. Keemstar, Rob Novak, Magi.
Quite honestly, the whole keeping things private, like between two people instead of in public, it's a smart way to go because, yes, these people want to know, but it's not really their business.
Exactly. And I believe the whole reason that Repzion brought this out is just to garner attention.
I definitely would agree with that. As much as he keeps saying that it's not a business thing and it's not like a business decision or whatever, it definitely is. It's trendy to hate on Joy right now, and it's trendy to criticize her. So of course he can make a video about her and he will automatically get a bunch of views because
Is it cool if I add in on something? Anything you do towards your video, to your channel, is a business decision. I'm gonna use this as I'm gonna use me and Thane. Me and him, because I'm a bigger channel, I do a lot of collabs with him to help him grow. I put him in the titles and I do all that. Now let's flip it to where Thane was a hater of mine and wanted me to go down. He would see all of that because my content's easily accessible, and would be able to pick. God damn, I lost my train of thought. Would be able to pick at things that me and someone else I was collabing with said. I believe the bottom line is that YouTube and YouTubers are business decisions. That's exactly what just you said.
But see, Mr. Repzion's YouTube channel has been sort of not necessarily blacklisted, but basically blacklisted.
It looks like it's been blacklisted because of all the controversial stuff he's done.
I've heard from some other people that if your YouTube channel has been blacklisted, it meant that you can't, like if it's actually been blacklisted, you can't share the video, you can't comment on the video, you can't like discuss it or anything like that. Like you can't interact with the video, you can only just watch the video. That's what I heard the new blacklisting thing is. I don't actually know if that's a confirmed thing, but that's just what that's what I heard about it. But his channel has definitely been hit with the demonetization, not family-friendly content.
And like it's a very great point you made, Mona. But like the only downside, and I'm not saying this to critique what you said, I'm just pointing this out. The only downside is for those who are just starting, and the reason for that is when you're first starting a YouTube channel to create content and whatnot, most of the time you end up spending money to try and make money, and there's no guarantee you're going to actually make money out of it.
Yeah, because now the way YouTube does it is that you have to have 10,000 views before they'll put your account under review for monetization. And like obviously my channel has 0 views when we started this. I do not know how many views I now have, which is probably still 0 because I don't know how they count live stuff.
I don't know how I was able to bypass that.
They slightly do because I've noticed my views on my channel have gone up a decent amount every time I streamed.
Magi, the reason why you were able to bypass it is because you had your account and it was sort of grandfathered in, so you didn't have to worry about that. Okay,
because I've still wondered about that for a while because...
Yeah, any account that's already been granted monetization, English words, I promise I can speak, that they continue to be monetized.
Fun fact, she cannot actually speak. Everything she learned was from chameleons in the African zoo.
No, I'm a parrot, don't you know?
Ah, damn, I was wrong. Not chameleons. Grubworms. Grubworms. But, okay, so it's because I was just shoehorned in. Monetization out of the Great Blue. Okay. Well, thank you for answering that for me.
Yeah, as I just put in the chat, in the live chat, thanks for that reminder, Mona. That was actually a very good point. Most businesses actually have to spend to gain, consolidate, and diversify. She ended up taking off like a bat out of hell, and she's unusual in that. And Mona's like, I gotta hand that to her.
Oh yeah, you gotta hand it to Joy. She
knows how to market herself and her content.
Oh yeah.
And she did it. If I had to guess why that happened, she played YouTube's algorithm to a T, okay? Because YouTube's new algorithm favors long videos and frequent uploads. So when she made her like 20 to 30 minute videos and split them into like 5 or 6 parts and uploaded them within the day, yeah, she definitely played the monetization, and she used hashtags that were trending per the topic that she would use. Yeah. And on top of that, she talked about something that was trending, that did cause like anger and stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, American Nightmare. Did you miss much? I mean, we're just sort of ranting about, so I don't know. I'm probably going to keep this up, so if you feel like watching it, you can. It's so long. I don't know. I like watching live stuff.
Also, here's an interesting thing. Like, it also kind of points out the fallacy of the current system on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Because of how quickly her channel exploded.
Yeah, but she was talking about something that was very trendy to talk about, which was Onision's channel and the drama that he put himself into.
Why did his message get deleted?
American Nightmare was banned by Magikarp. Why?
I'll explain later.
Okay.
Okay. Is that who I think it is?
That's a troll.
Okay.
That is a big problem right now. I'll get into it later. Let's not talk about it now.
Okay.
Because I'm over here multitasking, remember?
Yeah.
Alright. Well, anyways.
Let's get back to what we were talking about.
No, my headset, just headphone. Excuse me while I just scream all over the place.
I think she got a big hand up from Morris Forsky.
Around the time that happened, she did have her own following, because what happened was that she,
Oh, Pop Sworsky, okay.
Who's Pop Sworsky? Is that Andy Worsky? Because that's the only Worsky I know.
I don't know, to be perfectly honest.
Because I know, like, everybody's saying, like, Andy Worsky is the reason why her channel is so great, and that, you know, he gave her a platform to speak, when that wasn't true. She already had a pretty solid following when that happened. Because, again, remember, I started following her when she had 6,000 followers. Like, hold on a second. Let me look real fast. Andy Worsky. The first thing that pops up, Andy Worsky creep. He has 253,000 subscribers, and Joy has around 50K, maybe 60K, I don't know. But she only gave him the exclusive, and she already had a pretty solid following. So I think around that time, because within the first week that I was there, she gained 20,000 followers. So I know there's a way that you could, yeah, 60,000. Okay, thank you. I know there's a way you could check, like, her social blade to see when that happened, but she already had a pretty solid following. Like, by the end of the first week that I was following her, she had already had 20,000 subscribers. And I feel like once you...
Hey!
Hi!
Hey, Joy!
It has been a while.
How you been doing, honey?
Hi, loves. I'm okay. I'm just getting videos ready since I'm gonna have some big appointments tomorrow. Other than that, I'm good. What's up?
She don't explode. We were just talking.
I'm so excited!
Who's the really pretty one?
That's my friend Chi.
Hi, Chi. What's up, girl?
Hi. I feel like I'm about to cry. Oh my god.
You better quit it. I'm a piece of shit. You better quit it.
Careful,
How you been
she's a
doing,
female
Joy?
alpha.
Glad to see you back.
Thank you, loves. I'm on the one hand, I'm happy to be back. Wish I could have taken a longer break, but fuck it. I gotta fix my fucking body. Let's get to it.
It's good to hear that. It's good to hear that you're alive and well.
Yes.
Saw your YouNow stream the other day.
What happened?
For you were just talking about debunking theories and stuff before you actually came back.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah, that was so. There was more to that that was a day where I had people did massive privacy invasion that I didn't want to talk about for safety reasons. So that was what I was more upset by. But I was like, fuck it. I'm going to use this to vent for a second. Whatever.
I had a feeling that you were pissed about something. I was like, huh, I've seen that
yeah.
look. It's
Yeah,
unbridled rage in other people.
It's called in protecting other people right now. So I'm not talking about what's really upsetting me, which is a lot of what I end up doing. And people say, oh, that's not true. But I'm just waiting for the right time. It is all good.
Trust me. That's why I keep my private life away from the internet.
I learned that too late because I'm a 33-year-old idiot. That's how that works. Sure is.
I'm a schizophrenic, paranoid psychopath who's only 27 and has learned all he needs to learn from YouTube videos.
With cat ears, bitch. Don't forget.
Hey. I'll get you.
Respect
I'll
them.
find you. I'll borrow Nathan's axe.
Yes, queen. You're just gonna fucking lay in the living room near the sunlight and not do much and box.
I may touch you. I may come and put my paw on you, and then they're like, "Fuck you. Fuck everything that has to do with you. Run to hell."
Roommate says
Now-
it's booping. Cats boot. Gonna get
And
booped.
they'll come over here and be like, "Feed me. Feed me."
That's
feed
right.
me.
That's
Fine,
right.
fuck you. Fine, fuck you. Later. Okay, I'll sit on your lap for 2 seconds. Okay, fuck you.
Fucking cats. Jesus Christ. That's why I love
I had
dogs.
to get. No, the cats are dicks, dude.
They are, and most of them don't like me. I don't know what I did.
Join the club. I have this cat hat. Only to make myself feel better.
Oh, Jesus. So what's up? I know you wanted to talk about some stuff. What y'all got? Or
No,
unless I'm interrupting.
No, you're not. I'm trying to keep everyone together. We're trying to talk about the whole Mike and Actor, Repsion bullshit. I know how you feel.
It's a bunch of raspberries, basically. What is your guys'? Because I haven't been. I'm sorry, I've been editing. I haven't been looking at stuff. But what are your guys' opinions?
You're good. Right now, I personally think this is a business expense. God damn it, Rory. Fuck you. But I think this is a business expense because anything you do with your YouTube channel is a damn expense.
Of course,
Like
it is.
I use me and Aiden. Whenever I collab with him, it's an expense to help him grow because he's a smaller channel than mine.
Yeah, decision. Yeah, you're right there.
And
I completely agree.
And the only reason he's attacking you is because right now it's trendy to hate you.
Yeah.
And like I've said before, you're my friend. I have my opinions on you. I'm not going to attack you.
Well, thank you, and I appreciate that. And that's
What do I gain? What do I gain from attacking you? In honesty, fame that lasts what? About as long as a cigarette? Fuck that. I'd rather be able to talk to you and call you a bitch to your face and
yes,
laugh.
queen. Yes.
And laugh, and then instead of being like, oh yeah, I was friends with her, try to talk to you, I'm like, oh okay, yeah, that's why we're not friends.
Well, and that's the thing is it'd be one thing if we didn't know each other, right? But since we know each other, we've worked together, we've spoken, and I like that I like that when it comes to me, he's trying to play it off like I'm saying we're best friends. Bitch, I've clarified a million times. I used to say, oh, my friend. And I've said it though several times. YouTube friendships, as you know, most of them, aside from a handful, like Mike and Actor, are real life friends. Like if he lived near me, I'd be at his house fucking taking care of him being sick. But
I know how you feel on that one, girl. Like I heard Mike was sick. I was like, I have soup. How much would it take to fly it over there?
I know. I sent him a message. I'm like, what delivery service y'all got? We're gonna. Yes, I fucking love Mike. No, but that was one thing I laughed about. It was like, you are completely being manipulative, and that I never came across or acted like we were best friends. I said YouTube friends, which is we are on respectful, friendly terms. And I just had this, and fuck me for this, I had this idea that most other people had some sort of decency or integrity on the site in regard to that. And I'm learning that the majority of people don't. Now there are some, like you're awesome. Who else? Like,
thank you, honey.
Yeah, of course. You've been so sweet. Stay negative. Ron, Mike and Actor.
Rob?
Mike. What?
Rob?
Oh my God, love Rob. Rob's a writer. I fucking love Rob. Rob is great people. And there are a handful of others I know I'm forgetting. Mike is one of the few people that we've kind of grown together. He was with me from like my first 50 subs. He and Sunny Sunbuns have not done me wrong once. And I just laughed because here's the thing. Even though I know I did a big live stream about this today, I did it to defend my friend. I have very little to say to Rexion with whatever he has to say to me. Like very little.
I watched your whole stream. I was like, I woke up and go, huh, she's streaming. I should actually come join her one of these days if I'm ever awake.
Yes, send me a message. Send me your Sai because I always forget to check. Send Sai a message. She'll put you on.
All right, I'll get a hold of Sai.
Please.
I just have been like silently sitting and I'm like, no, I can't talk yet. They're still talking. No.
Ignore Chi. She's having like all the orgasms right now because of you.
Oh, fuck that, girl. Interrupt their asses. Get it. Get it.
All right.
That comment that Mr. Repsion made about, when he said, I'd like to see someone try to find that point, like to prove that we were friends and stuff. And I was like, where did she actually say that y'all were best friends? But the part that irritates me is, Joy, you had always said like, oh yeah, we're YouTube friends and blah, blah, blah. But see, like, I do the exact same thing. I feel like it's rude when I meet someone and I'm on friendly terms with them to be like, oh, they're just acquaintances and stuff. I've always felt like that was rude. So I always call people friends. So whenever somebody comes up to me and says like, oh, do you know that person? I'm like, oh yeah, that person's like my friend. I know them. I have a conversation. If I saw them across the street, I'd go over there and say hi to them. Like, that's how I feel about that. So it's like, you made it a point after so many people have like gave you crap about saying like, oh, so-and-so is my friend. And they're like, what? We're not friends, like whatever. And so you always made this giant point to be like, oh, we're on friendly terms. We've talked before. We're not friends, but we've talked before. We've had conversations. We're nice to each other. I'd help him. He'd help me, that sort of thing. So I don't know where he got the idea that anybody had ever said that the two of you were best friends. Maybe
Agreed.
Friends, but not best friends. Like,
agreed.
I can answer that if
Please.
it's okay, Joy. His inflated fucking ego.
Yes, queen.
It's his fucking ego because you criticize him, you will automatically need to be burned and skinned alive.
And the worst part is I never even criticized him. This is literally, he is jumping on the hate bandwagon and being fed bullshit by people.
He has the biggest hate boner for you.
He does, and that's the worst part is like that's where I kept saying. And by the way, Chi, I'm sorry, is your name Chi? I just saw Chi in your name.
It's Chi.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know if I was saying it right. Okay, so no, and you were exactly right. I have over clarified this. I think it's just a manipulation tactic so he can justify doing this and making himself look self-righteous. The reason he's gotten a lot of shit for doing this is we were on friendly terms. We have helped each other. There was zero reason for him to do this other than to shit talk for views. Now, I do believe people are in his ear. I do believe on some level he thinks that he's trying to do something helpful or be self-righteous. But I think his issue is he has very little on me other than what is already out there or people gossiping and shit talking. And a lot of that, like on my stream, I can already disprove a lot of that and those people's characters. And I don't really want to go into detail. Like, it sounds like he's been talking to former people that were in my life, which is, again, that to me is a very extreme violation of privacy. But if that's the kind of disrespectful level that he wants to seep to, that's his choice. My choice is I don't really care what he and possible former people in my life that I worked hard to get out of my life that weren't good for me for different reasons. I don't care what they have to say. That's not a fact. That's just conjecture. All that is drama and gossip mongering. That's it. And like he can sit here and say, he says, well, we all do it for views. No, I'm going to post a video here soon that I know will probably get 2,000 or 3,000 views. It's a video about somebody had found some former, if you saw this on Twitter, former modeling pictures of mine. I've heard a lot of this and they go, you were beautiful. What the fuck happened? What did you do to yourself? I'm like, bitch, I got sick and I went through life. Like I got some people there. Okay, for instance, I have a patron. She has similar health issues to me. She's skeleton thin. That's how her body responds. My body goes, especially with past eating disorders, goes, oh shit, we don't know if you're going to get enough of shit. Let's hold everything. That's just how my body responds. I'm going to put up a video here soon showcasing these pictures because they're now fucking circulating and saying, and showcasing what this person said and saying, I wanted to showcase this because I'm not my body. It doesn't matter what my body looks like. I'm a brain, a fucking heart, and I can help people and I can share it. That's what's important. That video is not going to do well. I know that, but that's not what it's about. It's about, from my perspective, me trying to share something that I think is informative or that could be maybe helpful to somebody else or just sharing my perspective. So
that's
for him,
standing up for yourself too.
Thank you. Yes. I mean,
Hey, Nathan.
Hi, bitch.
You finally brought your big, beautiful ass over here.
Yeah, ass.
What I don't understand, and I guess this is just something that I've never understood, is why people care so much about the way you look.
It's because simple. It's simple, and I'll tell you why. Because, and this is the new world. If you don't conform to it, you're an outsider.
See,
The new way of life is what matters to everyone. They don't care. Like, I personally like Joy's hair.
Thank you.
I have short hair.
I'm probably going to end up talking in third person, and I'm sorry if that comes across rude because you're sitting right here in front of me. But
I do it too.
I personally don't understand, because while you may not be the conventional attractive supermodel that you see on like TV and on runways and stuff, you are still a very attractive person, just as is a normal like human being. So I don't understand why that has anything to do with your content. Like, people are coming after you for things that are really just ridiculous, like the way you look, like the way that you repeat stuff, and they're not focusing on the content. Now, I get that, like, when you like repeat stuff because you forget, that can take away from the experience, but the way you look, like 90% of the time, whenever I watch your videos, I will play it and then I will go do something, because I don't have to watch your video to actually like understand your content. I can just listen to it. And I don't agree with everything that you say, and nobody's going to 100% agree with everything.
Right.
But I definitely respect your opinion. I understand where you're coming from. I understand your perspective in things. And just because I don't necessarily agree with an opinion, because it's, again, an opinion, I do like respect the way that you put it out there, and I enjoy your content, even though I may not agree with you on some things. So I don't understand why people can't just appreciate the content and why they have to go after the looks. Why do people have to call you fat? Why do they have to call you plain? Why do they have to call you Amish? Which I don't know why that's an insult, but apparently it is.
Agreed.
No, it is now. It is now. And it's the stupidest insult I've ever heard.
No, my favorite is when Joy reclaimed her Amish heritage.
Oh my God. No, first of all, thank you so much for everything you've said. And I really appreciate that. And thank you for being, and I hope this doesn't sound arrogant or rude, because it's not intended to, but thank you for being intelligent and that you understand we don't have to agree on everything. There are several creators, like, I don't agree with everything Jacqueline Glenn says, and I fucking love listening to her. Like, I can be a fan of somebody and a fan of who they are and not have to agree with them and still respect where they're coming from. Because that seems like a rare thing in this day and age, and I'm an asshole when I bring it up. So thank you so much for saying that. I think it's because this is what I've learned. Not only as we all know, we're in a hypersexualized society, like hypersexualized. And I'm not, people can do whatever the fuck they want with their bodies. Like, I'm not here to say what somebody should or shouldn't do or how they should present themselves. But I think what irritates me is that a lot of, and I'm not saying this is all of them, and Nathan, I know you know what I'm talking about when I say this, a lot of these people that hate me at the same time, they get very, very upset and obsessed, not just with my appearance, but how I looked before and how they are so upset I don't look like that now. And I'm like, how is my body or my appearance, and Nathan, I know you know who I'm talking about with this. I think you probably know where I'm going with this, the specific people I'm talking about. Like,
I'm in a little head fog right now.
No, it's fine. But there are specific people who they love to harp on, why did I let myself go? Why did I this, that, and the other? And this is where I think I've become in this place where I'm grateful that I've been sick and putting it online, because I want to showcase to people, you are not your body. When my body is ready, it will lose weight. But I am not here to give anybody a fucking boner. Now, if you get a boner, that's you. That's between you and your boner. And I'm not disrespecting you or your fucking boner or your dick. You do what the fuck you want with it. Exactly. Like, you fat to whatever you want to. Like, no, I agree. Like,
I'd rather be a smart ass and say, oops.
Can I,
fuck you.
Can I respond to a comment real fast in the comment section right here?
Please.
Kenzie says, people care because humans are visual creatures. It's not the way she looks, but how she presents and carries herself. And then continues saying, sometimes you can judge a book by their cover. That's fine. but we're not books. We don't have cover art that's supposed to be attractive that can be updated every single day. We don't have a synopsis cover in the back, and we don't have reviews tattooed on our asses basically claiming what kind of person we are.
Yes, queen. Preach it.
Honestly, I'm kind of still an outsider on this whole thing. I only met you that one time on Rob's stream, and I looked at your YouTube channel, saw that rant video that plays automatically when you first go to your channel.
Okay.
And I was like, she's like a female alpha omega sin.
What is that? What's a female? What is
Alpha
that?
Oh my God, yes. Oh,
Okay,
yeah, if
he's,
only she was into the metal music too.
Right.
Yeah.
Here's the hair for metal.
Oh my God, yes.
Alpha omega
She
sin
does.
is
She
who
does.
I'm talking about. I say alpha for short.
Alpha Omega Sin's another content creator, and he's just like you. If he has a strong opinion on it, he just goes at it. He does
But
not hold back.
Since I'm an outsider, I've basically just been, giving my opinion on certain things, and just like, this is one way to look at it.
So he says that the book thing was a metaphor and was not meant to be taken literally. I understand that, but one of the things that I just have a problem with is the fact that people are allowed to change.
Yes.
When people say that, oh, you can read a book by their cover. Well, yeah, but you can look at a guy with tattoos and piercings all up and down his arm, and he can be the most genuine person in the entire world.
Amen.
But maybe 10 years ago, he was a terrible person. And then you can look at a person like, the super old Christian lady who bakes everybody cookies and find out she's one of the most racist and bigoted people that you've ever met in your entire life.
Tell it.
You can't judge a book by their cover and the way that they present themselves, because of the fact that, yes, people can be metaphorical books and they can have a cover, and you can sometimes see in the way they present themselves a summary of how they live their life, but that doesn't mean that it's true.
Amen.
It could very easily be just the effect of how their body, their DNA is.
Yeah.
That is correct. That is correct. I'd like to point this out as well. And I have some articles I'll be putting up probably this week, if not on Joy Sparkle BS on Spur Pinklebow. One thing that I think a lot of men, and no disrespect to men, but something that men can get confused by is when it comes to women and their bodies, because I've heard several people try to talk shit about this. Hormones play a huge role for us, and not
Hormones
just
are a thing.
yes.
As much as most uneducated men don't want to think about it, hormones can dictate anything for a man and woman.
Thank you. Thank you.
Because-
in fact, my roommate works with somebody that has. I hear stories about this because my roommates, talk to somebody that he works with that has hormone issues. That's gone through similar to me, heart issues and all kinds of different stuff. Like Copper Cab, I've talked to him about his hormone issues and stuff and how it's affected him. And what I want to say, guys, is like I said, somebody said, well, you can sometimes judge a book by their cover. Well, what you don't understand is a year ago when my roommate came to get me and helped me move, he was, and I was in the process, I was, gaining weight at that time. He was having to help me. I looked like a fucking old woman. He had to help me and help me walk in the women's restroom and ask, hey, is there anybody in here I have to help my friend? Because I was having a hard time walking. And I was in complete pajamas. I've had not many, but I've had some days where it's been not that bad, but it's been similar to where I have to have my roommate help me. Anytime we've traveled, there are times if I'm that sick, he has to help me walk to the bathroom. If you looked at me in what I'm wearing right now, in my fucking pajamas, a 70 plus pounds, no bra, hair fucking a mess, and you're going to judge how I'm walking. Yeah, you might judge me, but you might not realize 5 years ago, I was 100 pounds and doing modeling, but none of that matters. It doesn't matter. I am like the sum of who I am is not when I was modeling. That is not my worth. The sum of who I am is not what I look like right now as I'm trying to fix my body. And I don't have the energy or the clothes that fit at the moment to be able to dress or present myself the way I want. That is not the sum of who we are as human beings. And I just wish that we would, as a society, get our collective heads out of our collective dicks. Like take the dick out of our mouth and realize we are more than just beings to squirt with. Squirting's great. Go fucking squirt on somebody as long as it's consensual. But we are more than that. We are more than squirts and wiggles. Fuck.
You're right. Because the way society.
Such a way with words.
I'm an eloquent fucker. Yeah, you goddamn right.
Goddamn, bitch, you're so dapper. I might need another monocle.
Oh my god!
No, I have a camel with a monocle and it's in the living room. I'd have to go get it and then be like, look, it's
Go ahead.
a toy.
I want it. I fucking want it. Oh, okay, wait. Okay.
Do you want me to go get it? I can go get it real fast.
You would be my hero. You'd be my fucking hero.
I'm gonna go get it and show you guys. Okay, I'm gonna be right back.
I love it. I love it. And by the way, so sir, what's your name? Maggie? What the
Maggie.
Fuck, Maggie. Okay. Maggie, if there's a way we could get a Joy Sparkle monocle, I will so fucking rock. I won't even say anything. I'll just rock it in a video where I'm fucking ranting. If we could get it for Pinkleville covered in like some fucking rhinestones, but I want something real bougie, like something real nasty looking. Like I want it to look like press on.
You want it to look fucking gaudy as hell.
I need to white trash this fucking monocle. I need this, and I want this so much.
All right, I'll figure it out.
Thank you very much.
I'm good with arts and crafts because it's something to do. Because I used to be in the martial arts training a lot. I still do a little bit of it, but my back, I have a destroyed disc in my spine.
Oh shit!
And that's what dictated me becoming a YouTuber. Because I listened to, if I would have been like every one of your haters, it was like, oh, she shouldn't be doing this, she shouldn't be doing that. You know, Joy saved me because after the breakup with my ex-fiance, I just stopped living.
Aww.
I told Nathan about this in private. I stopped living. I just completely quit. I would just watch Onision hate videos for the hell of it. And then one day, you popped up when you were really small. I was like, who is this psychotic bitch?
Yeah, that's me.
I like her. I was like, I like her. And slowly I was like, you have a lot of issues, just like me. And it gave me the strength to keep going and fix what my ex nearly destroyed. If it wasn't for Aiden over there, I wouldn't be doing YouTube. You and me would never have gotten to meet. You, me, Nathan, no one. Because if it wasn't for the collective efforts of everyone, you, Thane, Markiplier, Jack, everyone, I wouldn't have even, if it wouldn't have been for he randomly did the whole answer fan emails thing and saw my email and talked to me for a little bit, I wouldn't be here.
Oh, did I talk to you? I don't remember. Like, I'm sorry, I have memory problems.
Yeah.
When was it? Tell me about that. Oh wait,
I'm sorry.
You met me and Aiden through Rob. Mm-hmm. You came on Rob's stream and you talked to Dirk, the racist puppet.
Oh, the puppet! He's written. Okay, yeah, Durf Home Videos. He's wrote me. Fuck, what tense? He sent me some shit recently. I have to respond. Yeah, I do remember meeting you there. I remember meeting you there, but did we talk before that?
No. I was too shy to ever message you.
Oh, fuck
if it wasn't for your videos, like I told Nathan, all that energy you showed, I just honestly would have laid down and died.
Aw, well, hey, that's sweet. I mean, not that you want to lay down and die. I mean, like, thank you. That's a really kind thing to say, and I'm just glad you're doing better.
People don't respect other people nowadays. It's the small things in life that matter, not the big things.
Thank you, bitch.
People want to attack you for your Onision videos. I look at them and like, yeah, she's a little crazy, but at the same time, he's psychotic. It's funny.
I agree. And I'll have some more coming out. I love that people now get more mad that I make Onision videos than they do that the shit that he does. I'm like, really?
And look at Nathan. He's a big old lovable guy. Most people like me and him talk. Most people would hate on him just because he's a big fat guy. They wouldn't ever talk to him because of how his hormones and body is. Because they'd be like, oh, he's disgusting. He's a slob. He doesn't take care of himself. I saw him, me and this motherfucker, we went at it. We laughed, we joked. We were supposed to only have a 1-hour conversation. That stretched over till fucking 3 in the morning, my time.
Yeah, it was like 3 hours long.
And I was like, people can say shit about you, but you're still a good person.
Like,
well, thank you.
On the whole Onision videos, like, only reason I can see myself getting upset about them is the sheer extent of them, how many there are. But at the same time, it's your channel, and honestly, it is extremely a smart way to work the YouTube algorithm.
Oh, hell yeah.
I hear that. And I will say that when I first started, I didn't really understand the algorithm for probably the first 3 or 4 months. So, and the other thing was, a lot of the reason for the extreme amount of videos was in the beginning, I would split things up into a series. Had he not gone ape shit with the kids in their underwear and then the attempted abuse on Billy, I would have never done that many videos. That's why I'll stay for weeks quiet at him. Right now, every time I speak up, though, there typically is some big reason for it. I don't just nitpick. Some people say, like, I did a couple videos about the IRS audits. To me, though, that tied into some other things I had been talking about and some manipulation, some stuff about the Content ID system. But when I do mass amounts of videos on something or somebody, it has to warrant something really fucking bad. That's why I will say this. I keep loving that Repzion keeps bringing up she's gonna make hundreds of videos. It's like, honey, no, you're not that important to me in the sense of you're not hurting people.
Yeah, I was about to say that. He's not doing anything that could be considered harmful towards hurting other people's feelings or doing something that could break the law. He's just commenting about you and criticizing you, which anybody is allowed to do.
Exactly. He has every right. I made a fuck ton of Daddy 05 videos because of the nature of the situation, and I didn't want people to forget about it. I wanted to see justice, and I was going to try to use my voice for that. And with Onision, I'll say this week, he has been threatening to sue his former 16-year-old moderator. So this is why I'm this week very upset with him. And
I already knew about that.
You've heard? Okay, well, there's a lot more interesting info. So there's going to be at least 2 more videos and an interview coming this week about that. Like, otherwise, if he just wasn't a turd, to bully a teenager like that and threaten to sue is ridiculous. Somebody that actually helped you. Like, that, to me, is absolutely absurd. But, oh, and by the way, I'm sorry, can I see your monocle? I'm sorry, you got it out.
It's a camel. His name is Augustus Mobius. I actually made him.
I love him, and he's pantless. I like it.
He's pantless. He has a little tux and a monocle and a bow tie and a little Mobius on his hat. Because my sorority that I was in, we had to make these and carry them around as like tokens. And if another sorority member stole it, we would get penalized and stuff for a thing. So we had to make these. So I made mine. It had to do with something with like my nickname. It had to be in the shape of a camel, and it had to have one of the symbols, which I think were the pearls. So I gave him pearl buttons and little pearl snaps on his tux. And then the Mobius, which my nickname in college was Mobius because I had an interesting theory on time travel that was basically the Mobius theory. So that was how I got settled with that.
I love time travel. I love fucking camels. I love half tuxedos, and I like him. It's like business in the front, party in the back. He's like, look, I'm classy and sexy as I'm classy as fuck, but I'm also ready to get down.
Llama needs that. Needs to look like that.
Jam says, "Oh my god, you need to merch that, Chi." I have like 0 subscribers, so
no, you don't. You have a new one. I just subscribed.
Oh yay!
See how you have one.
I would really love a Twitter follower from you.
I was going to ask, who are you? How do I do this?
Jubilee. I think it's the same username. Maggie follows me too.
Jubilee?
So. Yeah.
Do you want me to send you a link, Joy?
Wait, is it got some Asian stuff on it?
Asian stuff?
I see a Chi Jubi. No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Chi Jubilee, if you can see that. It's backwards. Chi_Jubilee. CHI underscore.
Bitch, that's what's throwing me. Chi Jubilee.
I'm sending you a link, Joy. Make it easier. If my Twitter wants to work with me.
I see a Chico.
I can tweet at you if you want me to.
Please do, and I'll do it now.
I'll send you a link.
I do not know how to do the tweets.
Yeah, this is Chi's channel. She wanted to come on, and because we were talking on you now, because I don't want to put any drama things on my Let's Play channel, because I know my place. I'm a Let's Player, but I don't have, but I will run my mouth if I get the chance. You know what I mean? You look tired, girl.
Oh, I am. I feel bad because I don't mean to just like come and crash and leave, but I do have to get some videos up, and I have an appointment tomorrow that I'm excited about. But do you guys have any questions or anything you want to go over? Any fuckery? I don't care.
I just sent you a tweet.
Thank you. I just added you. I think we're good.
Let's see. I want to ask you a few questions.
Yes.
Concerning to Repzion, like, what do you think he did to step on his imaginary dick.
I think I
want
got
to say
attention.
this. I want to say this before anyone gets pissed at me, because people are going to anyway. I hate everyone equally.
Yeah.
You can't be racist if you hate everyone equally.
Well,
and also, you can't be racist if it has nothing to do with their race. So.
But did you guys also know, I don't know if you heard, I'm not just racist against anybody brown, now I'm racist against white people. The white supremacists are really mad at me, so.
I heard about that. I was like, and it continues.
Yep. So I love it. I love it.
Thane, Nathan, Joy, I'll get my clan hood. Let's go.
Yeah. No, we need Walmart tiki torches first. That comes first in priority. Polos for days.
Oh, yeah.
Polo life.
Aiden, tiki torch, help me.
About Repzion, I don't know. I think not only did I get attention, but people that he thinks are trustworthy are in his ear. That's it. And a lot of those people I can absolutely debunk. I've just been sitting on a mountain of shit for a while because I'm trying to protect people. I think that's why. Just channel views are down. He's been hearing shit. Let's see if he can put stuff out on me and trying to make me look bad. And when you put my name in the title now, it gets views because I'm popular to hate. That's what I think. But I don't know. I don't know.
I would agree with that. But
I agree
also,
with that.
I was a fan of his back, like, when he was basically hating on Onision before everybody else, when he was putting out his atheist content. And his content from back then versus today is a lot different. And he's a lot more aggressive, and he's a lot more, like, he doesn't care. And I was saying this earlier in the stream, it feels like he has, like, a God complex in what he talks about. And what I was telling Maggie in the YouNow stream that we attempted to do but failed miserably was that Mr. Repzion is like the Walmart off-brand version of Onision. He's just turning into Onision. It's really weird.
I got Nathan to laugh again.
I'm sitting here and I'm like, Jake Paul is turning into Onision. He has the potential to turn into the next Onision. But Mr. Repzion is turning into an off-brand version. Like,
can I interject? There's just one thing different about Jake Paul becoming Onision. You have to have a brain to be cunning.
I don't know. I mean, he built an entire empire. This is like completely, I have been following that drama. I have been like sitting there hardcore waiting for Keemstar to open the new updates and stuff. But like, he is
I can't wait to find out Keemstar.
He's really good at branding himself. There is a reason why Jake Paul managed to make the 6 million or 8 million, whatever, subscribers in the 6 months that he did. Like, there's a reason. He's very good at branding. While he may act like this super goofy, silly kid on the internet doing stupid, outrageous things, he's incredibly intelligent, because you have to be intelligent in order to figure out like what kind of algorithm would work. How do you make a rap song in a day that's not even good and then the radio stations play it? Like, there is a lot of work that goes into it. He's a lot smarter than he's putting it out there, and I would not put it past him to basically turn into the next Onision.
Okay, folks. Sorry to interrupt real quick. Folks, one thing is for sure, quit making it into an e-penis contest, please. Sorry. This just had to be said because of the way chat's just exploding over there.
Is it? I was like, what?
Yeah,
I thought you were talking about my comment. I was like, what did I do? I thought I was just stating an opinion. My bad. I'm sorry.
No.
No, you made good points.
Yeah, you did.
I mean, because he's an actor. He was on the Disney Channel. He was on Bizarre Bark. I am basically 12, okay? We're just going to put that out there right now. I'm basically 12. I love my Disney Channel. I love my children's movies. I'm not a big fan of Jake Paul. I was never really that big of a fan of Jake Paul, but I knew who he was. I watched his show. I really liked Bizarre Bark. Bizarre Bark is an interesting show about, it's parodying YouTube. It's talking about fake drama that YouTubers put together just to get views. It's talking about the controversies and things like that happen on YouTube. And it's really good. Like, it's kind of stupid, but like, it's a Disney show. But it has like a side social commentary on how we're basically viewing these people as celebrities, even though they're just YouTubers. Whereas like 10 years ago, a person posting vlogs on YouTube would be like, why would we care? Like, you know, but now they're a legitimate force to be reckoned with, and anybody who has a platform on a social media site like YouTube and has a following can now be this like great force. So for Jake Paul to be on that show and to basically be playing himself, like, he's an actor and he's a good actor. Like, I do not like the things that he does. I think he's a douchebag, but damn is he good at getting those views. Okay.
I would agree in the sense of I think here's the thing. He does act airheaded and young and dumb, but I think that's also part of it. And I'm not calling him dumb. But I think that's also part of his appeal. And I think there is an extreme amount of intelligence in there for him to have gotten as far as he has. Because I've had it before too. Because like when I act, especially when I was smaller, I would appear looking very young. If I dressed in sweats and stuff, I'd look really, really young. And I was bubbly and I was hyper. And a lot of people always downplayed me and never took me seriously. And you know, some of the people that you judge by judging a book by their cover, when you judge like that, you have no idea what they're actually capable of. So I don't think what we see is a reflection of like him having airheaded moments is not a reflection of his intelligence for what he's built. Similar to Dolly Parton. People do that to Dolly Parton too. And I'm so sorry, guys. I have to get going because I'm really tired. I'm sorry. I got to get prepared for tomorrow. But you guys have any other questions or anything else?
I don't.
I think I'm good too. I'm a big fan. When you came in, I started fangirling, and I don't know what to do with myself. And I'm like, ah.
You put your hands on your cheeks and look cute, just like you did. That's what you do.
You're like the big sister that I've always wanted, and I really like your stuff. And I'm a fangirl. I'm a fangirl. But
Aww.
seriously, that and like Mike an actor is the gay best friend that I've always wanted. So
by the way, he's amazing. Like, let me just say, he is I love Mike. I would have not said a word about Repsion had it not been for Mike. Like, I will go harder on Repsion about Mike and really not say shit about myself. I don't care. But Mike's an amazing person. So good. You have good taste in people.
I want to have a conversation with him. I fangirl certain YouTubers, and you two are some of them.
Come hang out on stream. We'll hang out on stream one day. I know Mike's kind of taking a break from stuff, but one day if Mike is on, Side That Nerd, add her on Twitter. She's my head mod, or add Nate. You know Nathan. Add Nathan. We'll get you on one day.
I actually just met him today, so.
We now know him. You know.
He's a big, lovable guy. You need to get to know him.
I will be sure to add. Oh, people are like, she is adorable. I'm so happy.
She is. Go subscribe to her. Get her.
I don't even know what I'm doing with my channel yet. I'm just like, I don't know.
Me neither. I've never known. I just every day it's like every day, bro. Every day something different. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
I'm just a jackass with a video game controller.
He sure is.
Love you too, bitch.
Watching loud fat bitches on the internet. That's how we do.
All right, I'll get at you next stream. I'll try to come on if I'm alive when you stream.
I know.
What? No, I am not a human. I am a bean. I tell people I am a bean because I am not human. Sorry, someone said don't judge a book by its cover. She is a human. I am not a human. You're judging my character book, the hypothetical book. I am a bean.
Yeah, they're judging. Don't assume gender, guys. That's rude.
Yeah,
I identify as a trans-special bean cat. Yes.
I identify as a cunt. That's it. That's my only identity. I love you guys. Everybody have fun. Everybody, thank you for having me on. Appreciate you guys.
Thank you for coming on.
Bye, love.
Yep. Bye. Bye.
Sleep well.
I'm so excited. I'm happy.
Hey, can you do me a favor, Chi?
Yeah.
Can you switch Nathan over to moderator if you don't mind, big guy?
Oh yeah, I don't mind.
No,
do I know how to do that?
You just swap me out. How you added me, you swap me.
No, I am Bean. I am Bean.
You got anything to add, Nathan, to the conversation?
No, nope.
Okay, I forgot how to add moderator. What do I do?
You click the dots.
Oh, I see it. Paste new moderator URL. Well, fuck. Okay, how do I? Okay. I can't do this. Hold on. Okay. What is your channel?
Oh, mine?
Yes.
Hang on.
It's okay. I do that too.
Figure this crap out myself.
So, you got your dad that shirt, man?
I did. I can't believe it's actually on Amazon.
What is it? What is it? Porch Monkey for life? Did you have to custom?
No, it was literally there.
So it wasn't
I
custom.
guess it might be part of like custom or anything. It was just part of the shirt. It was might be from.
Did I ever get the name of the channel?
He's getting it.
Okay. I didn't know if I missed it because I started reading comments. So I was like, I like these comments. She is adorable as beans. I like that.
So what, Chi bean?
I don't know what a Chi bean is. No, I get told a lot that, okay, have you guys seen Chi's Sweet Home? It's an anime.
Is this the same, would this involve the same Chi from Chobits?
No.
Okay.
Although I do get told a lot that I sometimes sound like her too, but no. Chi is
I don't hear it.
It's no. It's something that I do.
Okay.
It's just this little cat. It's a cat anime. It's a slice of life cat anime, and it's this voice actor that plays Chi. When I talk like small child, I apparently sound just like Chi, but I have to like sort of hear it and then do it, and then I can like do the voice. So don't ask me to do it because I would get super like flustered and embarrassed to be like, I don't know how to voice, and I'm just super awkward because I'm awkward. So that's where Chi came from. Plus the other thing is Chi in. There's several things. So like Chi in Japanese can mean pee, and I drink a lot of water, so I spend a lot of time in the bathroom because I drink a lot of water. TMI, I know. But it's a nickname that I have somehow managed to acquire for myself.
Anytime I see the name Chi, I think automatically of what Chi means.
Boobs.
Yep. So I was thinking,
I have none. There's no song.
Bean?
He asked if you were a boob bean.
No, I do not have. No tango. I was going to say no tango el gato. I have two.
So wait. So tell me more about that anime you mentioned. The
Wow, this has gone complete.
Okay, I have a thing. Hold on, I'm going to take this out real fast and do that thing.
So how are you holding up tonight, Nathan?
Good.
You look zombified, man.
This is Chi.
Yeah, I'm trying to juggle a dozen things.
This is
I
Chi.
think I've seen that. Didn't know about it.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it's just a slice of life anime.
cool.
They did a revamp version for 2016, but the original series was Chi's Sweet Home and Chi's New Address, and it's a comic that is, I think, targeted towards children, but I don't know. It's basically just a slice of life about a kitten who gets separated from her mother and then gets adopted by a family with a small child, and basically her adventures of being a cat and having a family and being adopted by this family. In the 2016 version, though, they 3D animated it, and it is so freaking adorable. Like I cry every time I see it because it's so cute. Yeah.
I think we've all said what we've had to, and you had enough orgasms over Joy being here. I think it's time to cut it.
You think so?
I guess we can continue like conversing offline or whatnot if you want.
Yeah, offline cam. Go ahead and do the outro. It's your channel.
I don't know how to do that. That's so awkward.
Do you want me to do it?
Maybe.
So adorable.
I legitimately, when I logged in, or I didn't log in, I signed up for Discord today because I stream on Twitch, guys. Insert shameless plug. Same username, cough. Anyways, I got a link to sign up for a Discord Twitch streaming thing or something like that, and they were like, introduce yourself. And I'm like, well, shit, okay. So then I'm like sitting here talking to the people in this room, and I'm just like, I don't know how to do an intro. My name is T. I am a Scorpio. I like long walks on the beach. I like sunsets. This sounds like a dating profile. My bad. Let me continue my intro. So then I like talked about it. And then I was like, I don't know how to end this conversation. Like, I don't know how to end the thing. And then they were like, just just say, you know, oh, find me on Twitch at this link, and I'm like,
hey, Jam, I don't think she's that kind of gal. I don't think she'll plug you.
Okay. I don't know what's happening. I'm so confused. Confused. She is confused.
Nathan, I'm concerned with you.
Why?
Anyways, just do what feels right as far as ending the video.
Okay, I guess. Thank you, 8 people who are watching. You guys are so wonderful and awesome, and you should follow me, and you should also follow these other wonderful people who are in this room as well, if you aren't already, because I don't know what you guys do with your lives. But yeah. Shameless.
Thanks for having me on.
Follow me on Twitter. It's chi_Jubilee. I believe it's the same. I think it might be the same. It might not be. I don't know.
I'll have Maggie link me the stuff.
Yeah,
I'll link him.
I'm so awkward.
Nathan, I'll link you too.
But if y'all want to tweet us and tell me that y'all want like to see us stream more about random things or just have random streams, then just let me know and we could probably set some stuff up because I enjoy talking with people. Also, if you have Twitch, you can follow me on there, and I do stream terrible games because I'm the best at being the most okay at video games. So you should.
You mean awkward?
I'm the best at being the most awkward because I can't control a mouse and I just go flying everywhere and then I just start shooting things and it's random.
What'd you say, old man?
What?
Not you. Other old man.
Oh.
Oh, that's all you got for me, huh? Not gonna bust my ass.
Skeptics Gone Wild said cringe, and I will second that. I am a cringe fest from hell. I am very cringy. But you know what they say? You should dab on them haters. I've never dabbed before, and I'm not going to do it.
Thank you.
My question is, though, what happens if a hater dabs back?
I'm Fane. I'm out in the garage smoking a cigarette because I don't smoke inside.
Nathan, why don't you know
Aiden.
What?
the outro? Your outro?
I've got no outro. Nobody. I'm good.
I got no outro, nobody. But if you got donuts, I'll be whoever you want for the next 5 minutes.
I don't want to hear you
what
claiming that you will love them for a long time, okay? I don't want to hear that.
Oh, me so horny. Me love you a long time. About 5 minutes. Go away now. Bye-bye. I'm Maggie. You guys take care.
Okay. Bye,
And
everyone. I don't know how to stop this broadcast.
And Nancy awkwardly figures out how to end the stream.
Watch me make funny faces super close to the camera. I am so sorry, guys. Do I just click this end broadcast?
Yes, that is what you click. No, you don't click that. Whatever you do, if you do, I will stab Aiden.
Oh no, I don't want that to happen. Okay, I guess we're just gonna sit
so
here and
anyway,
stream
don't
forever.
listen to him.
We're
I'm
just
gonna stab him regardless. Rubber knives don't hurt.
But like seriously though, do I just click stop broadcast?
Yeah, you just hit end broadcast.
Okay, bye everyone.